family can head deep into the wild. Conquer the weekend in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. 2024 Santa Fe available early 2024.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Austin Knight, pitching coach at East Carolina. Who were some of the players, the arms you're looking at for that third slot on the weekend?
Yeah, I think, between 3 or 4 guys, right. Jake Hunter, Wyatt Lunsford-Shinkman, Jaden Winter, Chris Kaler's been throwing a little bit as a starter. But really, those guys are kind of in the mix for it. I'd say right now, Jake Hunter's in the lead for it.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff. So try our newest Cheesy Calzone Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella hand-stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen, original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new t-shirt today at Shimmer and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates!
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
Okay, guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey, I'm Holton Ahlers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
I guess none of us. So, Shirley, do you still have interest in a Duke, North Carolina basketball game?
Yes. You said be honest.
So you were not happy on Saturday?
No, I was not.
Okay. Do you still have the passion today that you've always had for that game and rivalry?
Be honest.
This year, no. As a matter of fact, this might be the very first Duke-Carolina game I did not watch a single second of.
Wow.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Ahí estaba, en el centro. Hoyo de gloria.
Have you scanned your MVP card?
Breakfast was 3 eggs, scrambled light with grits and extra crispy bacon.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I know, Clip, the people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Let's get to that conversation now. Here is that.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a super free beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. And we'd love for you to come hang out on YouTube and Facebook Live on this Friday. Your thoughts on Super Bowl 58. What else you paying attention to on a busy sports weekend? Something for everybody. Got Pirate Baseball having their last scrimmages before the real deal coming up next Friday. ECU softball already in action, and we've got 2 games to recap as we come on the air today. Actually 3, counting yesterday. 3 games already in the books for East Carolina. We'll tell you how they have started off their softball season. Of course, the Super Bowl, college hoops wall-to-wall this weekend. So a lot going on, and we'll talk about it all on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live, and look forward to your comments as well. You can join us on Facebook Live. Give us a like there, and, of course, subscribe and like on YouTube as well. All right, Shirley Rhodes is here on a Friday. Sean is here on a Friday. We're all dressed in our best black.
Yes, and our best Pirate Radio black, too. We all have Pirate Radio gear on.
Sean, have not seen you in that seat in a while.
I know. It feels weird.
No interns today.
No, the OGs are back.
Where are the turns?
Let's see. Oh, Alex Harper, something about a motorcycle class, Shirley. And then as Zach was leaving yesterday, I said, will you be here tomorrow? He goes, no, I'm going to Penn State. I said, you're going to Penn State? He said, yeah.
He's transferring? He's in the portal?
No, that's what Mark thought, too. I said, Penn State? He said, yeah, I have a track meet. I said, a track meet? Are you on the track team? He said, no, I'm on the club track team.
Oh, okay.
So they're going up there. He said they go up there once a year to Penn State for a meet.
Learn something new every day.
I didn't know he was on the club track team here at East Carolina.
I know he is quite the athlete. Saw that when we had our basketball game.
Quite the rebounder.
Other day. Which, by the way, the video has been edited by the big dog.
Great job, by the way.
The commentary has been put together by Sean and I. And I forgot to email Glenn. We'll do that. And this weekend, the full basketball game, one-on-one, Pirate Radio Challenge, myself versus Chandler, will be available to watch in all its glory.
I would love to hear, like, Jim Nance try to commentate that basketball game.
Yeah.
Gus Johnson. Clip Brock!
You know what? It would have been perfect. I've said this. If Jeff Charles was still with us, that would have been right up his alley because he would have roasted us for 10 minutes.
We definitely would have had Jeff do it.
Yep. It would have been awesome.
And here's the 3. Air ball.
Man.
Ugh.
Not sure what's going on. Savarino, however, going to the line.
We needed that guy to call it.
Just a few seconds ago was in this exact position.
Not sure what's going on.
Come on, make this, man. I need you to make this shot.
1-1.
Come on, hit it. 1-1. Knock it down.
That one falls.
Yes.
Off the mark.
The inbound player. They do kind of late.
Foul.
Right,
Foul. Foul.
Foul.
Foul. Foul. Foul.
That's why you foul in that situation.
Oh, you are kidding me. We're in overtime.
That actually would have been the best play-by-play guy because he wouldn't have said anything the whole game and just had our
And he said, "Oh."
brick after brick after brick.
I love that's all he said was, "Oh."
And then
We're in overtime.
You know, if intern Zach is sitting on the sidelines and all of a sudden the shot goes up and then all of a sudden
he was in a dangerous spot recording underneath the rim.
Great angles, though.
A lot of air balls going his way. Thank you to Jenny and Glenn and Zach for their help. Thanks to Steve Hill for making it possible, opening up the Temple Free Will Baptist Church gym for us. And by the way, Upward Basketball has 3 games left this season. If anyone is interested in reffing, you can contact Myra at 252-320-1378. You want to do some community service? How about reffing a basketball game? You can do that. Sign-ups will begin once again in September, so we got a ways before you can get back involved. But Upward Basketball out at the cheerleading as well, Temple Free Will Baptist Church. Thanks to Steve, and going to work with Steve to see if we can get a 3-point contest going at some point soon, because us three. Chandler, have you officially entered?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, you're in.
I'm in.
Mark Alexander wants in. Ken Watlington wants in.
Okay.
So we're going to have a pretty stacked field for that 3-point contest. Well, the interns, I think, want in as well. Zach and
A-Harp.
Maybe A-Harp. So there you go. Let's check in with the Friday chat gang. Steve says HFMFs, HF to you.
HF.
Jerry says good afternoon, Pirate Radio Live fam.
Good
and
afternoon.
Chat gang. Good afternoon to you, Jerry. Steve says Chon's head is so big, his shampoo bottle says lather, rinse, time to buy more. Not your best.
That was pretty good.
All right. Chad says, chat gang, we here. Tyler, I'll read your comment in just a moment. Chad said the WrestleMania press conference last night was wild. They are really trying to blur the lines between fake and reality.
I thought I saw Big Dog tweet about it last night.
A lot of swearing from The Rock. A slap. The Rock slapped Cody Rhodes. Steve says, all black today. Are we mourning Chon's basketball shot? I think to mourn something, it had to be alive to start with. And I don't know if it ever was.
I did have one good shot. One.
Chad got his local politics t-shirt.
Nice.
Hope you rocked that with pride this
There's
weekend.
local politics, bud.
Steve says he was, believe he was extended an invite as an honorary Pirate Radio Live member. I guess if Steve's going to give us the gym, we should let him participate as well.
I guess we'll let him put up a few shots.
All right, Steve, you're in. Mike Ward says if fans can enter, he wants to get in. I think we're going to have to close it off at some point. But, look, I would like to do more and more of these fun events. Maybe a Pirate Radio Live fan 3-point contest. Who is the best shooter that is a listener out there?
Yeah.
Fan Fest 2024. That is a possibility, Mike. We'll keep an eye on that. All right, so let's get an update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Pirates, softball Pirates, that is. Shane Winkler. Throw on your winking eyes. Got off to a good start to the season last night with a crisp 11-1 victory.
My goodness.
Over Charleston Southern. That one really opened up late for the Pirates.
Pure dominance. And Shirley Rhodes is prepared to talk about the Lady Pirates.
So that was Thursday. Anything to talk about on Thursday before we move on to Friday, Shirley?
Yes, probably. And we will move into, when we talk about everything that happened today, keep an eye on this player because she is a sophomore transfer for Virginia Tech. And boy, howdy, did she make herself known to everybody as a Pirate. Emma Jackson is her name. Now, in that first game in on Thursday, she went 4 for 5 and cranked 2 home runs in that game. She had herself a day. So, and also in Joey Fatante, who last year played backup catcher.
Chandler's favorite player.
Yes,
Fatante.
Joey Fatante. She hit a grand slam. Ended up finishing with 5 RBIs in that game. 11-1 was that final over Charleston Southern.
Normally, I would not suggest hitting a granny, but in this case, I'll allow it.
Well, we talked about and that win yesterday gave Shane Winkler his 400th win as a softball coach. So congratulations to him. And then whenever you're ready, I can go into what happened today.
Shirley, we all put on our nightcaps and our pajamas and went to sleep. Our gowns. And woke up on a Friday and said, old Ernie Banks said it best, let's play 2. St. Joe's and the Pirates got underway at 10 a.m. this morning, Shirley, and that one went the way of the Pirates. Should I announce both scores, or do you just want to talk about the St. Joe's game?
Well, I'll announce both scores by telling you, if you can do the math here, how many runs that both teams that they played today scored combined.
I think we have a sound effect for it.
Yes, we do. It's called
Zero.
Zero. Because they shut out both teams and run ruled them. So in the game of softball, if you have 8 or more runs after 5 innings, that's it. That's your run rule.
Mercy.
So St. Joe's, they played St. Joe's this morning. 8-0 was the final. Emma Jackson, once again, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Joey Fatante added in 2 RBIs in that game. And then later they played Cleveland State at 12:30. They whooped up on Cleveland State. 13-0 was that final in 5 innings. Once again, Emma Jackson. That's why I say keep an eye on this one. Emma Jackson, 3 for 4 with 3 doubles.
Good gosh.
And former D.H. Conley standout Anna Sawyer, who I believe is a sophomore now, because I think she was a freshman last year. Okay, so sophomore. She went 2 for 2 with an RBI in that game. So, Shane Winkler was talking about this, and I have long complained about this for as long as I've have been doing PA for softball was, their fielding had been pretty solid. Pitching has been decent, but one thing that they struggled with was generating runs. And it looks like Shane Winkler may, at least for the first 3 games, have solved that problem.
That wasn't a problem today. By the way, did I see this correctly? So in that first game, East Carolina won 8-0. Did I see that we won 8-0 with 2 hits?
No.
There were more than 2 hits.
Was wrong. There was 11 hits.
Yeah. There were 11 hits.
2 hits.
Yeah,
I saw
that too.
Yeah. The other team had 2 hits.
that was
an error.
Shirley just said that the girl went like 3 for 4. How the hell are we going to have 2 hits?
That is true. But I saw that today, and I was like, we scored 8 runs off of 2 hits.
Get this, 3 for 3 with 3 doubles, and the team had 2 hits. Riddle
me this.
Hey, with Johnny Stats, figure that one out, pal.
It's got Johnny Stats in a tizzy.
Does a bunch of walks count? So I'm pretty excited about this. I mean, Emma Jackson, like I said, transfer from Virginia Tech, and she has really put her stamp on things so far here early in this season. Now, they play tomorrow morning at 10. They play St. Joe's again. And then at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, they will finish the day tomorrow with the College of Charleston. Then they have one more game on Sunday, and I believe that game is at 11 a.m. And unfortunately, none of those games you can see unless you have Flow Sports.
All right, let me be me.
Okay.
Hey, Cook.
I want to pump the brakes a little bit, and I want to say last year we don't have to go far back. Pirates started 9-2. They're scoring 6 runs, 9 runs, 11 runs, 6 runs.
Very good point.
They've been able to do this in the non-conference.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, can they transfer it into the conference
Last
play?
year, 3-15 in conference play. The year before that, they were 2-16.
Right.
So, again, I'm not throwing rain on anybody's parade. I will say the offensive outputs in these first 3 games, Shirley, is more than what they had early in the year last year.
I agree.
So maybe this is a real thing. But I want to see it continue. I do love the 1-0-0 they've put up so far. But I think even Shane Winkler will tell you, this is great. This is what they should be doing right now. Can they do it 2 months from now?
Yeah, they got to be able to sustain that. Yeah.
But you got to start somewhere, and boy, what a start it is. Congratulations to the softball team.
So it seems like Fatante
and
Emma Jackson are the 1-2 punch offensively for East Carolina. Am I right?
It's so far. You can throw in Anna Sawyer. She got a couple of hits in that game. And there's another, she is a grad transfer from Clemson. Her name is Morgan Johnson. Keep an eye on her. But she is a tall young lady.
Mojo?
6'1". She's a utility player, but the first game against Charleston Southern, she played first base. So that's a pretty big target for the infielder. So, that's something that we haven't really had a whole lot of, it, to the best of my memory, in recent years, is somebody that's that tall, playing first base. So I don't know. It just kind of stood out to me because I was like, goodness gracious, she's tall.
Pirates will be home on Tuesday against North Dakota State, and then you'll get to see a lot of Pirate softball next weekend with the Pirate Clash welcoming in Fairfield, Marshall, and Longwood. You are going to be out at any of the games coming up next week, Shirley?
No, because that's my Tampa trip. I will be in Tampa playing softball myself. So I will not be in attendance, but I will actually, my first PA gig will be on February 25th. That's Sunday. I'm going to be doing PA that day.
February 25th. That'll be part of the Pirate Invitational, it appears, where East Carolina will welcome in Towson, Ryder, and North Carolina Central. So you got to, they've got all these tournaments, so they have to name them different things. You've got the Pirate Clash starting on the 16th, the Pirate Invitational on the 23rd, the Purple Gold Invitational March 1st. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it. So 3 just wall-to-wall softball going on.
ECU softball is very inviting with all these invitationals.
That is one thing we are. We're an inviting bunch.
We are.
We're an inviting bunch.
We like to accommodate.
Do you know if what time the track meets are for Zach?
For club track?
No clue.
Because I've been calling a lot of people live on the air and talking to them on speakerphone.
Just give them a call. Give them a buzz.
And because as I look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubbuck, I keep picking against Dayton, and I think tonight might be the night. I said that earlier this week.
Who are they playing?
And they survived a road trip to St. Joe's. Can they survive a road trip to Richmond when they take on VCU tonight? I do have another problem. I don't have Zach's cell phone number, so I will not be calling him.
I do.
See if you can speaker that up into the microphone. But he won't be able to hear me. Can you bring your phone in here? Sure. 2 top 25 games in tonight. What am I trying to say? What words am I saying?
My phone's on 3%. It would be funny if the phone dies during the conversation.
Dayton and VCU, 7 o'clock on the Deuce and CBS Sports Network. It'll be San Diego State and Nevada. I always say Nevada, 8 o'clock.
I say Nevada too. So.
Yeah. Is it Nevada? Wager told me it was Nevada.
The phone might die.
Man, that is a strong ring. Zach.
Hello?
Zach.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Clip. You're live on the air.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, shout out. You are Mr. American.
I tried.
Yeah. So who was it? UAB knocking off FAU last night?
That's exactly what they did.
Although going back to the tape, I feel like I kind of talked you into taking UAB plus the point. So I'll take a little bit of credit for that.
Okay, we can go with that.
Tonight, Zach, Dayton on the road at VCU. You know I like to pick against Dayton, and I'm doing it again tonight. I got VCU plus 1.5. What do you think?
You know, I saw that line this morning, and I said only 1.5. Dayton's going to win by 6 at least.
Wow. Okay, big game for your Dayton Flyers. Zach, we had no idea. We'll have to talk to you about this next week. You're on the club track team?
Yeah, we are about to head to Penn State right now.
What events do you do?
This weekend, I'm doing the 200, the 400, the distance medley relay, and the 3,000 meter.
Holy moly. All right. Well, we'll talk more about your athletic prowess next week. Good luck, man. Bring home a gold.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. There is intern Zach joining us live via Chandler's cell phone, which is on probably 2% now after that phone call.
Still on 3.
I knew he was an athlete. I got tired just hearing those events that he's going to be doing this week.
I think I could do those.
Chad says, how does anyone let their phone get down to 3%?
All right, so one, I usually don't. But I woke up this morning, my phone had not charged. My charger just does not work anymore. I tried it like 5 or 6 different times, unplugging, taking it off, putting it back on, plugging it back in, and it just does not work. So, but shout out to Jenny. She gave me a extra one that she had. Actually, it's a brand new charger. So
my phone is on 20%.
Ooh. Shirley, what's yours on? 30%. Good gosh, guys,
well,
we got to do better.
Well, yeah, we got to do better.
We got to do better.
Well, I was going to charge it, but then when I went to go put it on the charger, I was like, oh, somebody else's phone is plugged up.
I share a charger with Shirley, which means I use her charger.
I thought you were going to. I
it.
thought you were going to say me, Shirley, and I was going to say that was way this morning, but it was Clip.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. There's your phone update. John,
hey, let me ask the chat game. What percentage is your phone on?
Hey, guys, what percent are you on right now? Let us know.
And be honest.
Be honest with us. I am exactly at 20. Chon is at 3. Shirley is at 30. She said 30-something?
Just 30.
30 on the dot. Where you at, people, on this Friday? We'll talk Super Bowl Hour 2 with Tony Dunn. Let's go and get a break because we'll talk to Brian North when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Free Beer Friday. Chon, today we've got an 18-pack of Bud Light. We've got an ECU Bud Light hat, which is really sweet.
Yes.
We've got another hat to throw in.
A new blue hat.
A new blue hat, which looks awesome.
And if you don't have a calendar, if you want to know what days there are, we have a new blue calendar with over $1,000 of savings in it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, a calendar? Who wants a calendar? I kind of scoffed at it. And then I looked at it. And not even all the discounts you can get in there with New Blue services. But their employees actually made a calendar. So there's a different photo for every month. Like, it's really cool. It's a great idea. We should do that here at Pirate Radio. So I now want one of these calendars. But we'll give one away coming up in hour 3 of our show today. Oh, we got Luke at 8%.
Oh, Luke, come on, baby.
Steve sitting at 66%. That's a charged phone. Now, Steve, I believe, does some Ubering.
Yes.
Around town?
In fact, he texted me and said that he'll be doing it this weekend.
So he's got to keep his phone charged. Chad's at a solid 52. Tyler at 16, living on the edge.
Oh, Mark Alexander, 59%.
59. That's a good salesman right there.
Yes, sir.
John, a salesman at 3%.
I could get a client or prospect to call me here in about 10 minutes, and they're going to have no luck.
Russ is a complete degenerate. Now, he's lying, saying his is at 69%. Although Russ seems like the kind of guy that, like, keeps it at 69.
Yeah. Like,
he'll take it off the charger for about 30 minutes or so.
It gets it to 68. He goes,
nope, puts it right back on.
It goes up 1%, and then he takes it off.
Jerry is sitting at a 12 right now. Kaz at a 41. And old Brad at 51. More charged than not. I think what percentage battery your phone is at says a lot about the person. What it says, I don't know. But I think there is something we can read into all this. We'll take a break, come back. Brian North joins us when we return. Hopefully his phone is charged. Back with you after this.
Hi, I'm Derek J. Fields with the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI offers educational programs, support, and advocates for individuals and families affected by mental illness. NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group is a free, peer-led support group for any adult who has experienced symptoms of mental health condition. The NAMI group meets the second Tuesday of each month at Covenant Church in Winterville from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in room 209. For more information, visit NAMI.org. That's NAMI.org.
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Wrap your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
I'm back, and so glad to be back in the town that I love, but also glad to be back with the best chiropractor anywhere. Worth Chiropractic was my choice before I left Greenville, and my travels have not changed my mind. No one offers the care or service like Worth Chiropractic. Neck pain, back pain, and of course, sports-related injuries, they will get you back to being you, naturally and safely. Worth Chiropractic, 2 convenient locations on Arlington Boulevard. Free consultations, and they'll work with your lawyer and file your insurance. Call 1-800-BACK-DOC today.
Love is in the air at your CBD store. Get a free 5-day starter pack with any purchase over $60. Just mention Love Month. Be sure to try their THCA flower, pre-rolls, and Delta 8 Mike Tyson ear-shaped gummies. Did you know their gummies are #1 in the world? If you are struggling with sleep, anxiety, or pain, the CBD specialist at your CBD store can help. Their unique boutique also carries pet products, gifts, jewelry, and more. Visit your CBD store for Love Month. Located at 420 East Arlington Boulevard, open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Go Pirates!
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
I think they're ready. Yo, drop that on them. Turn that TJ up. Turn that TJ up. One time like this. I said, ready or not, here I come. You can't handle.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Big Dog Entertainment is on YouTube, asking, does the video quality look better today, boys? Yeah, big news. We are all metrosexuals. Metronet. So
we're nothing but Metronet.
Video should be a little crisper, and if there were buffering issues in the past, they should be a thing of the past. They should stay there in the past. And I think it does look a little sharper. So thank you, Wes, Glenn, Ellerby, and everybody.
Me.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Well, I ain't thanking you then. Shirley?
No.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you to everybody who helped out there. Patrick says, I think the video looks good.
I think it looks all right.
Patrick, I think you look good. Chad says we need an Employees of Pirate Radio calendar. Steve wants a Pirate Radio Live calendar of West quotes. We could do that. We could have a picture.
He's black.
A picture.
It was in the men's section.
For every month, and then have a West quote.
Do we not have He's Black
attached to it? No.
Oh.
I don't. Without context, that one's tough, Chandler.
That is true.
Tyler said it looks nice. Tyler said he was just thinking it was that Friday shine. We do got a Friday shine. Chad said he can see all the grays in Clip's goatee. Glenn said something about 4K, and he was like, I know I don't want myself shown in 4K. And I was like, yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. We don't need it looking that good for me anyway. Patrick.
There's something strange here.
There's something strange here.
That is correct.
Do that again, please.
There's something strange here.
Here.
Miniature. MINATURE. Miniature.
Miniature.
The World Series.
That was him just taking a guess on.
Have you ever tried on a thong, Wes?
I have to say I have.
Oh. Stop it. Oh, you have?
Yes.
When have you put on a thong?
It's been many moons ago.
Did he mean to make a joke there? Moons? I don't think he did.
No, but it
Many
worked.
moons ago.
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, we got to get to our Brian North convo, so let's do that right now as he joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line to get you ready for an action-packed sports weekend. North, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, Clipper. Hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing well. A lot going on. We got Pirate Hoops. We got the final ECU baseball scrimmages before they get their season underway. And, of course, Super Bowl 58. Brian, do you have a rooting interest or pick for this game on Sunday?
Yeah, I picked the 49ers, so that means I'd like to have my reputation somewhat intact. Of course, Christian McCaffrey, former Panther, who I've interviewed several times, seems like a good guy. Wouldn't mind rooting for him a little bit. So maybe that's about as far as it goes. With Cornell Powell not being active and being on a practice squad with out of his elevations and probably done with his Chiefs career. He's already got a ring, having played for them. So I'm okay with the 49ers winning their first one since 1994.
Speaking of rings, we talked to Isaiah Winstead earlier this week. He said he thinks he gets a ring for being on that roster pretty much the entire season before being cut. And paused a minute when I asked him, is he bitter or does he have friends that he's pulling for? And eventually said that, yeah, he's pulling for the Niners. He's got some friends on the team, so he's wanting them to win. But it's still kind of a weird situation for him, probably. He used the word business, Brian, and all the guys you've talked to through the years that have experienced, they know about the business side of it.
They sure do. And look, and they'll kind of want a piece of it when they can, but I think they all understand, look, it's a cutthroat business. And, the NFL always stood for not for long. and the careers are some of the shortest when it comes to professional sports. And so take care of yourself while you can, and if somebody lets you have a ring along the way, you might as well take it, even if you weren't a big contributing factor. I think the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it, no matter when it is probably worth it and gives you something to kind of hold on to and be a part of. I don't think anybody will deny it. Very few people would want to say they weren't a part of something that if somebody wanted them to be a part of it.
Brian North joining us, Isaiah joining Holden Ahlers and Noah Henderson and Garrett McGinn on the Arlington Renegades. Brian, I've never been interested in one of these spring leagues, but if those guys are on the field and getting action, Warren Saba, former Pirate with the Michigan Panthers, and maybe a few others sprinkled throughout the league, I'm going to give this thing a watch after the NFL's done.
Yeah, it's harder to watch than the NFL, right? It's in the springtime. You've had your fill of football for the last several months. You kind of want to go outside. You're into baseball, but anytime we have the rooting interest, I'm always interested in these guys and getting to play. I remember when Marcus Crandall was playing in the XFL, and so watching him with the Memphis Hitmen, and so there's been a few of these guys through the years that we've tried to watch in these alternate leagues. That again, harder to be a fan of the league. It's easier when you're a fan of the person, and that'll certainly be the case, especially with all the influence of ECU players and guys from around the area who will be getting chances to play in the spring.
Brian, you need to apologize to the city of Memphis. It's the Memphis Maniacs with an X. Maniacs. And I only know that because there's a famous Marcus Crandall card with the Memphis Maniacs, and I'm looking at it right now, and it's pretty awesome. XFL, Marcus Crandall, Memphis Maniacs with an X. So there you go.
There was the Hitman.
Yeah, that was. They're still a Hitman, like New York, New Jersey. I'm assuming they were up there, probably.
There you go.
Brian North joining us, and we'll throw in some hoops to the sports weekend as well. East Carolina's been off during the week. Brian, they got UTSA on the road coming up on Saturday, and man, I kind of know what to expect from ECU basketball every year because I'm a pessimist / realist, and I've lived it for so long. But it is kind of frustrating this year, sitting at 4-6, and you look at the teams on top: South Florida, Charlotte. UAB's ahead of them, North Texas is ahead of them, and we had them right there on the ropes, tied with Tulane, who's a pretty decent team. So East Carolina kind of low middle of the pack. It feels like this could have been a year to actually do something, finish there in the top of the standings, in the top 4, top 5, whatever, if they could have closed out some of these games. So the 11-12 season is even more frustrating because of what could have been right now.
Well, pessimist Clip, let me just say the season's not over and any team can get hot. And this is not a league where you're that scared of going into the tournament, where I think you still could have a chance to get the automatic bid. And harken back to the days of 1993 when, with a losing record, ECU went to the NCAA tournament. And look, they're playing a UTSA team that has a horrible conference record. They're 2-8. So you have a chance to go down there and pick up a win, and then what else is on the schedule here at the end of the year? There's always a chance. The bye, what's being called a bye, not playing this week, maybe comes at a good time because they've been so beat up. This may feel like a nice break and get them a second win, so to speak, here for the rest of the season. So, pessimist Clip, hold on a second. Let's just see how this thing plays out.
All right, put Brian North back on the phone. I don't like this guy. Who's this guy? Yeah, I mean, you're right, Brian. I do agree. I have said this, Brian. Pirates will win a conference tournament game. They did it last year. I think they can do it again this year. And I like how wide open it's going to be. I mean, do you really, when you look at favorites, you still got to say FAU. But by the way, they went out and lost last night to UAB. But South Florida and Charlotte, I know they have great records, but are you scared of them? No, not really. So this thing is going to be wide open. It should make for a fun tournament in Fort Worth.
All about getting hot at the right time.
Yeah.
Now more than ever with the transfer portal and guys leaving early, I think this is truly, when you look at the last several NCAA tournaments, right? It's the team that got hot at the right time. Now, normally you have to have the ingredients. I don't know if ECU has all those ingredients, but still, it's all about timing when it comes to a postseason success.
Brian, a couple of years ago, Duke and North Carolina meet up in the biggest matchup ever in the Final Four. and North Carolina makes a deal with the devil and wins it and says, you know what, we'll just stink all next year. We don't care. That's fine. And I guess they made a mini deal this year because they said, hey, we want to beat Duke at home. And we'll give up the bread of the sandwich. We'll give up Georgia Tech and Clemson if you just let us get the meat and beat Duke. Kind of a crazy up and down week for North Carolina, losing to Tech, losing to Clemson, which they used to never do at home, but they did beat the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it's the second time ever that they lost to Clemson at home, but I think everybody kind of sensed that was coming off that big win. They'd won 10 in a row. They've been playing so well. There was just, at some point, you knew they were going to have a little bit of a hiccup here this season. And so you want to get through it here. I mean, you want to go through those hiccups now before you get into the conference part of the season, the conference tournament part, the NCAA tournament part, which is really what it's all about for these teams now. And so for North Carolina, R.J. Davis is getting guarded differently, so they have to make adjustments and figure out how to do that. Armando Bacot's always been a guy who, can rise to the occasion, but can disappear occasionally when he becomes a little disinterested. So I'm not as worried because I like the chemistry of this team, but same deal. Now, if they get cold from the field or if they get a little complacent on things, that they can easily be beaten, but it also feels like a team that's got some pretty good chemistry here. And again, if you're going to go through a tough spot, now is the time to do it so you can get playing pretty good here come ACC tournament time and NCAA tournament time, where really is where you make your money, both coaches and players now in the NIL world.
NC State fans know they can't have nice things. That was proven when they lost to Pitt at home the other night. Virginia right now second behind North Carolina, 9-3 in the league. Duke is at 8-3. Again, Florida State does not have a good overall record, but they got a pretty good ACC record, 7-4. Wake 7-4, and this thing maybe a little bit top heavy with North Carolina, Brian. But you could draw some names out of a hat here on who's going to win the ACC tournament this year.
Yeah, again, any team can get hot. Matchups are going to be key because some teams just don't match up well with each other, and so NC State was that squad that just not as talented, just didn't have the much margin for error, and boy. That loss the other night was one that's going to haunt them when it comes to tournament time. Yeah. They're right there on that bubble. And they have to be careful because their schedule is pretty brutal here over the next couple of weeks. So NC State's got to be real careful. They don't just fall right off that bubble at this point because there's some big games coming up that will make or break their postseason fate.
Other sports going on. ECU softball getting underway this weekend, Brian, and off to a good start to their season. Baseball coming up next week. Cliff Godwin's Pirates will host a rider. Talk to Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball. He said it's rinse and repeat for the Pirates, Brian. Once again, the overwhelming favorite in the American. Expects them, obviously, to get the postseason and potentially host a regional and see what happens from there. And, boy, they are really high on Trey Savage. D1 Baseball has him the number 3 pitcher in the country, Brian, going into the year.
That's crazy, had a good year last year and, of course, had the summer with Team USA. So I always worry, though, when people get this many accolades early on, it almost sets you up for, God forbid, an injury or just the team's figuring you out because now, Friday starting is always tough because you're always going against the other team's best pitcher. So I'm curious more of what Cliff Godwin has recruited and what he's got coming back and just some of the other guys. Who's going to elevate? Because the one thing Cliff Godwin has done through the years is find guys to really develop, so by the time they're juniors and has to be, they really have these great careers. And so I'm kind of curious who that's going to be this year. But while the focus is on Savage, just start paying attention to who that player is going to be that's going to come out of not nowhere, but is really going to become that pressure guy and the name guy on this team that's going to carry the team on his back.
Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. North, is it birthday weekend?
Sure is. 5 years old is Miss Tinsley. She will be turned that Sunday. And since her birthday fell on Super Bowl Sunday, and we can't let her have the whole day to herself, we'll have the party at the trampoline park. Sawyer's, I'm sure, is not a sponsor of yours, right? So, sponsor. So we're going to have the trampoline park somewhere in Greenville Saturday. And then we'll do some birthday stuff Sunday, and then her birthday officially ends about 4 o'clock Sunday so we can get into Super Bowl mode.
Awesome. Good stuff. Man, Brian, I don't have to tell you this. They grow up fast. My daughter will turn 15 on Tuesday, which is insane. So,
has she started that dating thing yet, or are you guys wading into that pool yet?
Not quite. and I'm just continuing to knock on wood and let that go as long as it will. So,
have you purchased that proverbial shotgun? When the suitors show up to the door, that's the first thing they see is Cliff and his hat pulled over his eyes and his long hair and a firearm somewhere in the house.
What you doing here, boy? Yeah, it's getting to be those days, Brian. But hey, I hope you have a great birthday weekend with the fam and enjoy the Super Bowl. And we'll reconvene with you next Friday.
Look forward to it, Flipper.
There is Brian North, WCTI 12, joining us on a Free Beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. We got a lot of football news to get to. We'll wait till Tony's here, hour 2 of our show. And I've got a lot of props. Do you see the prop sheet, Chandler? All right, so we'll have some picks to make for Super Bowl 58 in hour 2, and also a lot of coaching news, college and pro. We'll dive into that as well. More to go, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. When we return, I want to play a clip from the most recent Holton Ahlers show with Shane Carden. And interesting guests, a couple of interesting guests coming up on the next edition of the Holton Ahlers show. We'll tell you about that when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
I kick around, I'm tricking more shot. I pour a sip on the concrete, but it is cease, but no, don't leave. Walk up to the state of state.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new t-shirt today at Shimmer and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates!
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cucinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cucinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cucinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? Tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Fitness, fellowship, and faith is F3, and it's changing lives of men right here in your community. Just listen.
My name's Kyle Allagood, 37, showboat here. Has changed my life in a lot of ways. The biggest one has been accountability, showing up here on a weekly basis, knowing that people are always going to be here to work out with me. I've just met so many people out here in Greenville that I would not have met if I would have not come out.
F3ENC.com. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started if you want to be great.
Pirate Radio. Blah, blah, blah. This. Blah, 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 blah. Is. Blah. Pirate. Blah, blah. Radio.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you know that there's thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that love ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can help you, or that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. If you know of a family that needs tickets to a game, call Robbie's Clubhouse at 252-916-9117. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Free Beer Friday. Just saw this from WITN. As someone who listens to a lot of true crime podcasts and things like that, not necessarily a crime, but this is interesting. Jack's Creek search may be connected to missing men from the 1980s, is the headline. The recovery of a submerged vehicle in Washington Creek could be connected to the disappearance of 3 men more than 40 years ago. Search crews this afternoon recovered the rear axle of a vehicle from Jack's Creek, and they plan to pump the water out to get better access what's left on the creek bed. Phil Rollison, Washington police chief, didn't want to share too many details, said they have been at the scene for some time. So apparently city manager or someone has been in touch with the family members of the 3 missing men from the early 1980s. That led to him to design a sonar device that could check areas where boats couldn't get to. That's interesting. We'll see how that story shapes out there, but that's on WITN right now. All right, I want to play a clip from yesterday's edition of the latest edition of the Holt Naylor Show as they talk to the captain, Shane Carden. If Shane Carden loses the quarterback battle to Rio Johnson, does he immediately enter the transfer portal if this is 2024? This was, 2012, I guess? But the question was asked, did Shane ever think about transferring when he did not initially win the job? Now, he went on to basically win it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, whatever, in week 2 of the season. But here's that question and answer from the latest edition of the Holt Naylor Show.
Your scout team days obviously were 2 years, and then you go battle the quarterback job in camp the year after that. You don't win the job to start with. Rio Johnson wins it, goes into game 1 as the starter. Obviously, you become the starter game 3 and kind of go on from there. But when you weren't named the starter after kind of going unrecruited in high school and then scout team 2 years, was there ever a point mentally where you were like, can I do this? Because obviously, as a quarterback, mental's a huge side of the game. It's probably 80% of the game. Was there ever a time where you thought about transferring, or can I do this in college football? Or, what was your mental like not getting named the starter in year 3?
Yeah, that was tough, right? Because you kind of like trust your coaches, and it's like, hey, you're going to go back to the scout team because we don't want you to be the third string guy. We want you to develop. And you're like, all right, I'll go there. I'll get more work. And I felt like I had done the things in the offseason, the leading thing he had talked about, just a lot of things that we discussed. Like, I thought I had done that. And, not being named starter is tough, right? We're all competitors, man. We want to play. And it was definitely tough to hear that. I don't think I ever like, it was never like when that happened, I'm out of here right now. It was like just, upset, a little bit of anger, and just like I want to go prove on the field that I can do this. I think my confidence level is there. Like I had teammates who were like, stick with it, and seeing me in camp and the things I was doing at that point, I felt good about it. Like I said earlier, Trip Weaver talking to me, man, just like being there. My parents started getting letters from smaller schools in Texas telling me to come transfer immediately. Like, I don't know how that news got out that, like, you know what I mean? Just all of a sudden, I'm getting called from my parents, like, hey, you got a couple letters today telling you to come back to Texas and go to these schools. It's like, this is nuts.
Dang.
So, yeah, with South Carolina game, though, so we're in there. Bad first half. They tell me I'm the starter at halftime. I go in there, my first pass, I throw a pick. They pull me out. I'm like, man, that's it. Like that, there it is. That was my chance. We're done. Luckily or unluckily for him, pick six happens next. And I'm on the sideline. Link's just like, hey, man, I'm putting you back in. If you throw a pick, like, you're never going to play. I was like, all right, let's go do it.
Oh, my God.
For me, it was like, man, all right, let's just go let her rip. So, we drive down, we score 10 points, and then, it took us a while to get that offense going, but, something that, like, I've always been told, like, once they give you, like, once they give you that, don't give them a reason not to. So, I mean, I remember one game, like, I think it was UTEP, my ankle's all messed up, and they're like, hey, we're going to take you in before half, wrap you up. I'm like, no, you're not. There's still time on that clock. I am not going in there until half.
Yeah.
And there's a clip. I throw a little fade pass to Hardy, and it's like I just catch it, a little goal line fade. And you can see me like kind of hobbling after I throw it. Like, it's just terrible. So I go in there at it. I'm like, man, just wrap that sucker up as big as you need. I'm not coming out of this. Because it was like, because you had me right there. You had another guy, Brad, who, could show he could do it. I mean, just there was no way, I was coming off that field once I was going.
All right, when Shane got in, he was not coming out. Injury, ankle, whatever, didn't matter. Shane Carden, great interview, talked about a lot of topics. Of course, his time here at ECU, his favorite wins, his favorite moments, his thoughts on what happened after he left in 2015. Talked a lot about Kurt Benkert. Man, Benkert would have been the guy here had he not suffered that injury, eventually transferring. Talked about Ruff being fired, and great interview with Shane, the walk-ons, and, of course, Holton Ahlers. Holton, I believe we got Zay Jones coming up in the next episode. And how about this? Holton Ahlers Show tweeting out an hour ago. As promised, we're going to have the Rider Baseball starting left fielder join us on the Holton Ahlers Show next week prior to opening day for ECU Baseball. So that's pretty awesome. That young man will have the jungle in his ear next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and he'll, ahead of that, join the Holton Ahlers Show. Pretty cool. Also, Holton got a shout-out from Stephen A. Smith last night. Although...
the whole Inhaler Show?
Let's hear that shout-out real quick from Stephen A.
This is your boy Stephen A. Smith. Tune into the whole Inhaler Show, okay? Make sure you check it out. I heard the boy's talent.
The whole Inhalers.
The whole Inhaler Show. Hey, yo, it's your boy Stephen A. Smith.
What's up? This is your boy Stephen A. Smith. Tune into the whole Inhaler Show, okay? Make sure you check it out.
Whole Inhalers.
I like it. Go for it.
First of all, that is really cool how they were able to get that shout out. And he's wearing purple. Very fitting in the video.
Very fitting.
The whole Inhaler Show.
What's up? This is your boy Stephen A. Smith. Tune into the whole Inhaler Show, okay?
Whole Inhalers. Whole Inhalers.
Jim Rome.
Let's go to Stephen A. Hey, Stephen A., can you give a shout out to the Holton Ahlers Show?
What's up? This is your boy Stephen A. Smith. Tune into the whole Inhaler Show, okay?
No. The Holton Ahlers Show.
Smith. Tune into the whole Inhaler Show, okay?
Not the whole Inhaler Show. What do you think we are, Jerry Jones? Glory hole?
Thanks, Ron. We'll talk to you later.
Hilarious.
Whole Inhaler Show. Now they got to get Stephen A. on the Whole Inhaler Show.
That'd be a good guest.
Well, take a break, come back. Tony Dunn is here. We got Super Bowl picks, props, tons of NFL and college football news. And did Tony Dunn cry? when he saw all the Cam Newton hugs from this week on social media? We'll find out when we return. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live on a Free Beer Friday. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Russell with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. I want to let you know that our winter sale has now gone to one half price. That's 50% off of all our ladies' remaining winter product, our men's shirts, vests, coats, slacks, outerwear. We have a lot of stuff that's got to go, making room for spring merchandise. Remember, everything has been reduced to 50% remaining in our winter sale. Celebrate 41 years with Russell's and save big. Come see us at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
The Holton Ahlers Show.
ECU legend, Coach Ruffin McNeil.
What made you go out there and feel confident in offering Holton Ahlers as a 9th grader?
The first time you meet him, number one, as a person, you want him on your team, period. Then as a quarterback, leading the team, period. And then, you knew he was going to do everything every day to get better. How did I know that? I've just been doing it so long and watching young men so long, you could see he was going to be easy to coach and easy to lead. And it was proof, and his legacy is forever there in East Carolina.
The Holton Ahlers Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, and available on the Pirate Radio TV YouTube channel. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Who is that good-looking man sitting beside Shirley?
Thank you. How you guys doing?
Young Joey!
Say the thing. Hoyo de Gloria. Ahí estaba, en el centro. Hoyo de Gloria.
Who, by the way, is not employed nor interning here, yet running the video.
Gotta do what I gotta do, man.
I thought maybe you would come in here, but Chandler put you right back to work.
Yeah, you know what? I put myself here because I was watching the show a little bit earlier, and you need someone else here. It's all good.
That is 100% true. John, what happened?
I forgot.
Not just that, but Chandler likes being in front of the camera.
That's why he took the 2 spot.
Yep.
Well,
front and center.
I haven't been over there in a while, so this is my fault.
I'm not going to mention that. Tony, how are you?
Good.
Tony, you have an eclectic mix of hats.
You like it?
You're going Jumpman. First of all, what is the how's that? Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Live on the air? A live touch? It looks okay.
Like it should be, almost looks like it could be leather.
And then okay.
That's sick, bro.
Where do you get your hats? Like you have a Prince flat bill hat? Where do you get these
My
hats?
wife and my son always look out for me for unique hats.
Out, like, do you get them online or out places?
I don't know where they get them. I think out places.
Nice. All right. Cool hat.
Cool hat.
Tony.
Look at the shoes.
What do you got? Put them on the table.
I'm not taking them off.
What are they? Dunks, I believe they're called.
I don't know.
Royal
have
blue
to ask
and black
Glenn.
Nike Dunks, I think. I want a pair of purple and gold.
They're Jordans,
Dunks.
though.
They're not Jordans.
Yes, they are.
Let me see again.
Yeah, to look at the symbol.
Oh, okay. They are Jordans. They're like old Jordan, the red and black ones.
Well, they come in every color.
Great conversation. Let's
wait, man, if you're gonna wear this hat.
Yeah, you're going full Jumpman today. All right, Pantherland. Chandler, you said you wanted to talk about Julius Peppers.
We have a Hall of Famer.
The guy who really made Tony fall in love with the Panthers
With
and
football.
with football.
Yeah.
Julius Peppers.
Top to bottom.
First ballot. I saw where there was a first ballot guy that didn't go in, which is kind of surprising to me. Antonio Gates.
Snubbed.
What?
How did he not go in?
I don't get that.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to get in, I would assume, but
I saw they put in Andre Johnson.
So he did get in, okay. Yeah. No Smitty, right?
If you look at Andre Johnson's numbers in comparison to Smitty, they're like identical. So I think if Andre Johnson gets in, you got to put Smitty in. But the problem is they only put so many of each position in each year. And I think for some reason they believe because Andre Johnson did it with an inferior team continuously.
Yeah.
That means more. But he did not do the one thing Steve Smith did. Triple Crown.
Yeah. And Smitty played in a Super Bowl.
Yep.
We had some good questions the other night, Tony. Do you know the 4, which I saw your wife, she said you were sleeping on the couch Wednesday night. And you were supposed to be there at AJ's. Anyway, I don't know, it was kind of funny. Who are the 4 players, I'll ask you too, Joey, that have scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl for 2 different teams? There's a reason I'm asking you Panthers fans this.
4 player, Ricky Prohl?
Ricky Prohl is one. Did it with the Rams and Panthers. There may be another Panther on this list.
Steven Davis?
No.
Is it?
What do you think he went with, Washington?
No, good point. Good point. Another Panther.
From that Super Bowl. Joey was too young. from the Panthers-Patriots Super Bowl. Muhsin Muhammad.
Who did
Panthers
he go
and
with?
Bears.
Chicago.
They made the Super Bowl?
Lost to the Colts.
Oh,
Prince. The other two, Jerry Rice and Rob Gronkowski. So that is a very short list that Ricky Prohl and Muhsin Muhammad are on. Peppers is the first true Panther, right?
Drafted by the Panthers.
So you've had other guys.
Kevin Green.
Is he the only? Reggie White.
Yep.
Sam Mills.
Yep.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
He got in last
Jared
year.
Allen made the Hall of Fame as well.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah. So Peppers, though, the first player drafted by the Panthers in the Hall of Fame. Speaking of former Panthers, I kept seeing these videos on Twitter. Just the biggest bro hugs you'll ever see. Cam Newton to Luke Kuechly.
Cam literally picking up Luke.
And then I also saw Cam and Greg Olsen embrace.
I didn't see that.
Greg Olsen always got Cam's back, man. He speaks glowingly about him because Cam made his career. You know, so people like to talk junk about Cam. They like to say stuff like, "Oh, he can't throw a 15-yard out route on time," but they're just looking at. I don't know. I think it's kind of not confirmation bias. It's a bias of what you already believe about Cam. But Cam, man, at one point was dealing every way possible.
Kenny says, "Will Cam Newton make the Hall of Fame?"
No, people hate him too much.
The thing
I think it's border. I think he's as somebody who is the biggest Can stan you're going to come across. I admit he's a borderline player. You know, I mean, is that his accomplishments and feats are impressive because he did so much by himself. I mean, it had some incredible moments and rushing touchdowns. The greatest, I think. And my question for you guys is: Cam Newton the greatest short yardage threat in the history of football?
Were we having that discussion?
Yeah, you said goal line threat, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anybody better.
Jerome Bettis came to mind. I was just kind of Mike Allstott, like thinking of big backs like that, and then you said Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, especially because he could just do it in so many different ways.
Pretty automatic.
He can go over the
jump
top.
over. He'll go to the
run through, go under.
Whatever he wanted to do.
So his resume, and
I think if he would have had one more playoff run or like a second, he needed a renaissance after the injury, and if he would have been able to do that with another team, I think that would have put him there. But the fact that he has the rushing touchdowns, the rushing yards,
the amount of records he was breaking.
Yeah, man, it was insane.
I mean, the MVP year he was just shy of 4,000 yards passing. He was well over 600 yards rushing.
He had, 55 touchdowns that year?
He had 35 passing, 10 rushing yards. He had 10 rushing touchdowns in that year.
So if this was like basketball and it was just the Naismith or whatever, the pro basketball, or the Basketball Hall of Fame, which includes college, he's clearly first ballot.
Yeah.
Because he has the Heisman and championship and all that. NFL resume, Rookie of the Year, MVP, 3-time Pro Bowler. He was an All-Pro. He went to a Super Bowl. But you've also got to factor in he has the 26th most rushing touchdowns in NFL history as a quarterback, which is more touchdowns than Earl Campbell, Ezekiel Elliott, LaShawn McCoy, Steven Jackson, MJD, Eddie George, Todd Gurley. Like, he has more rushing touchdowns, including all his passing. He has more rushing touchdowns than O.J. Simpson, Herschel Walker, Terrell Davis.
What?
So, that's why.
That's why people say he should.
I think you could put him in because of all the numbers I said that he has that other quarterbacks had, plus this stat alone.
I think I saw some one stat when they were talking about Jalen Hurts, who has, I think now the most rushing touchdowns in a season, maybe for a quarterback.
Yep.
And they said that all of Jalen Hurts' touchdowns equated to 14 yards or something. Like Cam Newton had
he had one rushing touchdown that equated to more than all of his 15.
Yeah. Cam is fun, awesome, and I saw somebody say something on Twitter that was great. They said people love to talk junk about Cam until they see him, and then the first thing they all do is they're nice to him and they go, "Holy crap, he's so big."
We were talking about him earlier this week, and with Greg Hudson.
Yeah.
About like, how do you use an RG3 guy? Because it really frustrated me when we had him, and everybody's like, you just can't use him like that. But if you don't use him like that, they're not going to win, and he's not going to be good. And he's saying you got to bite the bullet and just not take him then, and take a pocket passer, because we saw with RG3, he was rookie of the year, but he also ripped up his leg and was never good after his rookie year. The difference with Cam is he was a freaking tight end or left tackle
defensive
playing
end.
quarterback.
He could have played defensive end.
So he was way more durable than
and all of his injuries, none of his injuries came from him rushing the football ever. Right? I mean, is that maybe there was only one injury that he had where he was rushing the football, and it was a showboating injury against the Falcons, and they head hunted him, and he got concussed.
Gotcha.
And that was, I think, 2016, where everything kind of just went wrong
When
that
TJ
year.
ended his career.
Yeah. Well, no, that was
the year after.
Yeah, 2 years maybe later. 20. But Cam, his shoulder injuries all came one in the pocket or chasing down one
came in a car accident.
Well, that was the back.
Yeah.
But one was chasing down that 70-yard interception that from Kelvin Benjamin, who gave up. And people love to talk junk about Cam just not jumping on that fumble, right, in the Super Bowl.
That's all the comments were when he made a comment about Purdy just today.
Yeah, every single comment. But then there's no problem with other quarterbacks throwing an interception and just standing there, but Cam out. I don't think anybody ever that really watched Cam play questioned his just a commitment to put his body on the line.
People don't like Cam because he wears stupid clothes and he types in a stupid font, and they just can't get over that stuff.
He's unique, man.
Like, as a player, I think he was great. All the other stuff's annoying, and some people can't look past that stuff.
You think it's annoying, but you didn't think it was annoying when he was setting trends. I mean, think about what he did for the
don't
dab.
Care about trends.
The dab.
I don't give a damn
the
about
dab
a dab,
took over
Tony.
the world, dude.
Not in my world.
The Superman, not
my America.
Yeah, he was literally Superman playing football.
Oh, I did love this. So after Washington beat him, I could come in and do this for 3 hours.
I think that there was a moment where Cam was just so ahead of the curve, and then the injuries piled up and he went Grandma Cam, and that's when people were like, nope. Cam was always divisive. The wild thing, though, for us, Clip,
divisive.
I think you can say divisive.
All right, you can.
Divisive. Are you from the South? You from the Midwest? But I never thought a player would be as polarizing as Cam for the Carolina Panthers. But I think that Bryce Young has split the Panther fans even more so, which is bizarre to me. For somebody who's like so polished, so like all the opposite. He's the complete opposite of Cam Newton from every single aspect. From being, Cam is a smart guy, but he misspeaks a lot. Right?
Can't relate.
Tony is the biggest Cam stan ever. That is
dude. He's
a very smart guy. He just can't talk.
Well, no, he just sometimes. Look, do you think because
you know what? That's hilarious. Tony, you're a smart guy,
right?
And you misspeak all the time.
Yes.
All right. You know what? You're right.
Defensive.
Right. You're a great example of that.
Here's a great example is that recently with the Brock Purdy stuff that was going on. First, he calls him Brock Purdy. But he said afterwards, where they were talking about, and he was saying, I'm not backing down. He said, fact or nonfiction. And you were like, both.
Okay. Luke says, always respected his game, never respected the font. Jack said the backlash on Cam was he would overthrow receivers. Yeah. I never thought, when he came out, I did not think he would be accurate enough. And, just look at the 2015 season.
I don't even think it was.
And look at the receivers he had that year.
He did throw high a lot. He relied a lot on his physicality, like his ability to just throw a football through a wall. The one thing that I guess if there was like an Achilles heel for Cam in his passing game to me was that he couldn't throw with touch a lot.
Right.
Like, and it would
Everything
just be throw a missile to you and you're like 5 yards away.
Rob Cass for you Pirate fans out there. Yeah, he could not throw with any touch on the football. All right, there's our Cam discussion. Tony, when this offseason, I'm sure you'll have a Cam discussion on your show. Bring up that rushing stat and look at all of the players.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty fascinating.
It is.
To see those, like, some legends, some greats.
Man, nobody's going to say Earl Campbell shouldn't be in the hall.
Now, his time, I think, and I didn't watch him play. I've seen the highlights, and they're my favorite highlights because he's literally running
like 70 yards
in his shoulder pads with his jersey ripped off, and it's just so cool to see. But I think his career got shortened by injuries. Kenny Curling says Cam Newton, and Kenny is a Cam hater, he took more shots to the head than any other quarterback in his time.
True.
So he is willing to admit that.
I mean,
shots to the head that were not called.
There's a Redbeard. I knew he'd come in.
They were deliberate, though. Like, they were headhunting Cam. And the other thing is because of Cam's size, they just, and you could also say some other things. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, look, I think the black quarterback thing is really starting to shift right now. We have so many in the league. We got Lamar Jackson. We've got
CJ.
Yeah, I mean, the list is going down from Patrick Mahomes to they're all over the league now. But there was a time where people, they used clandestine language, code, to say that they didn't believe in black quarterbacks. They would say, "Oh, great athlete," and then they would say, "But this guy's cerebral." So you're always using these undertones. And look, I think Cam changed the way people perceived that you could play the quarterback position. But he was so damn big that nobody ever felt sorry for him because he was running over and trucking guys. So you almost felt sorry for the dudes he was trucking sometimes.
Yeah, I think it was almost more about that than him being black, because if Peyton Manning takes a shot like that, you know, he crumbles up. If either Manning takes a shot like that, they look like an outline of somebody that died on the field. Cam, like you said, is usually the defenders going backwards.
And sure, well, we're talking about, like, I guess, something that really we don't need to spend a lot of time on the program. But I think sometimes that people perceived him as an athlete and a runner. And I think there's some things that are subconscious in people's minds
100%.
that. And then, you even had the ref on Mike saying, "You're not old enough to get that call." Like when he got hit out of bounds one time. Like, it's just like they almost...
Who said that? A ref?
Yeah.
Said that to him?
Yeah, he got hit out of bounds, and Cam goes, what the hell? And they go, he said, "You're not old enough to get that call."
Yeah. There you go. All right.
I don't know. We love Cam. I love Cam. Cam is 1B for me.
To Pepper's 1A?
Yeah, that's Pep 1A and Cam 1B. And what's awesome about them is I must have a type.
Oh, yeah.
Giant men who are athletic and
you wanted
free.
Recently?
Ooh,
out of your type.
Who was it? Oh, the guy from the Colts.
Oh, yeah, Richardson.
Yeah. But then Pep, you think about this. Pep was he was Cam that just played defense.
Yeah.
He was, when you hear people talking about Julius Pepper's game, they call him a freak. This guy, I think he might be, is he the only player in NFL history that has 100-yard interception return that wasn't a touchdown?
Could be. I don't know.
Like in that Denver game, there was a Denver game, he caught it in the end zone.
Champ Bailey has a really long one that I think he fumbled when he almost scored.
Gets tackled like right on the goal line. And this poor guy, he was going too. You know what I'm saying? He was and you're in Mile High. You know, the oxygen is crazy. He gets on the sideline, and Julius Peppers, he takes that oxygen mask, and he is sucking. I thought the oxygen can was going to crumple like a beer can, dude.
Champ Bailey caught it 2 yards deep and got to the 1 yard line. So, he's right there with him. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll make some Super Bowl prop picks.
It's hot in here.
And pick the game itself. I've got a coat Yesterday on the show, I went shirtless with a coat because Richard Jefferson was doing it on TV. It feels pretty good if you want to try that look.
I think it's just because I'm talking about Cam and Julius.
And you're getting a little heated.
Getting flustered.
We'll take a break, come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
And then it was 2 seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find pirate water in a location near you.
We're going planking!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Once you get Jersey Mike's Catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That would be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope, there's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Fitness, fellowship, and faith is F3 and is changing lives of men right here in your community. Just listen.
I am Brandon Tate, the hotspot, 52 years old. F3, man, it will absolutely change your life. As you get older, those male relationships kind of fall away, and you can go and work out with some guys and develop some pretty strong relationships with like-minded guys. The other cool thing about it is it starts at 5:30 in the morning, so it's not going to interrupt your time with your family or your work, and you start the day off, man.
F3ENC.com. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started if you want to be great.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And Bud Light reminds pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Standing on your mother's porch. Sean, come on in the house,
Welcome
man.
to the program.
Take a seat, buddy.
I need a new phone.
We got Tony Dunn here. We got young Joey in the house. Special treat here ahead of Super Sunday. Shirley Rhodes here. We'll never see her Dolphins play in the Super Bowl again. Why I oughta. And when will the Commanders get there?
I almost got myself in trouble there.
Guess what, Tony? I'm going to be optimistic Washington fan all offseason. I like our coaching staff. Number 2 pick. It's only up from here.
Well, you're going to have to change your handle now. Back to optimistic. Now it's optimistic Commander fan.
Optimistic Commander fan Clip reporting for duty. All right. I did not get the latest standings, but I believe Joey has a 6-point lead ahead of me right now.
Sounds about right.
So could be insurmountable at this point. The divisional round really killed me. And let's see. Yeah, I'll have to. I'm going to say Joey's up 6 on me. I'll find it at another date. But let's get your picks for, and none of you guys have pins, and I didn't do this properly, so I'll keep up with it the best I can. 49ers Chiefs. I'll go ahead and tell you I am going KC in this one. Joey, who are you taking? 49ers -2.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
This is going to be a really boring segment.
Really? You're going?
Yeah. Clip. What, fool me once?
Yeah, that's how I am.
Shame on you. A fool man can't get fooled again, as George Bush said. I said that the Bills, I thought were going to be too much at home.
Yep.
Wrong. I stuck with my guns with Baltimore. Wrong. I am not picking against the Chiefs.
Guess who is?
Chon.
Not so fast, my friend.
And that's why he's last.
Give me San Fran.
That is true. What kind of game are we going to see, guys? Points or defense? Over, under 47.5. Who wants it?
I'm going under. I think this is a defensive battle.
Why you look at me when you say that? I'll take the over.
I'm going over as well. I think the Chiefs put up 28 here in this game. You know, I don't think. And then, I mean, look, is while the Chiefs' running defense is really great, is McCaffrey can succeed against any defense.
So are we worried? I don't know if worried's the word, but the Niners have given up points this postseason.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, I saw, have scored every first drive of the postseason.
This could be like 31-24.
You guys are talking me into an over because I think the Niners are going to score some too.
Yeah.
I think the Niners score a lot in the first, and then, of course, KC comes back. And then
similar to the last time they met in the Super Bowl?
Yep.
All right. Longest touchdown of the game. Over, under 37.5 yards.
Yeah.
I say under.
I like the explosion. Kadarius Toney stinks, but
he's not even playing.
All right, good.
Is he not? That's confirmed already?
Well, what was it? Oh,
I'm not taking
maybe
Tony's word for this.
Yeah, don't take my word. Maybe I fell for something. Is that it said a professional athlete? I guess it was a joke tweet, but it said a professional athlete was injured by a coyote in Las Vegas, and someone said, "Man, the Chiefs are coming up with every type of way to keep Kadarius Toney up."
That is not true. I was not bit by a coyote. They lying.
He came out. Somebody asked him if he thought he could be he was a number 1 wide receiver. He said,
"If I get the ball."
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you catch the ball.
I know.
He stinks.
I would not want this guy anywhere near my team.
No, he's terrible.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling can catch a long one.
But he doesn't have good hands.
Okay, fine. I don't need him because I got Debo, Kittle, and McCaffrey on the other side.
And Kelsey.
But I need to get 38 yards. Is Kelsey going to do that? Old man Kelsey? I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
But I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the over. San Fran's so good with the yak.
And they are, man.
Yards after catch. And I can see like Debo breaking 2 tackles, going the distance, going yard.
All right.
I've got the over as well.
Okay, and Tony is going under. I mean, you could also throw in a special teams, of course.
Oh,
of course.
Or a defensive touchdown.
You could.
Or a Julius Peppers 100-yard return.
That didn't end in
That did not end in the touchdown. All right, shortest touchdown of the game. This was the prop I gave out yesterday on the air. Tony, this under has hit in 4 straight Super Bowls. It's hit in 7 of the last 9.
Oh, God.
And 8 out of the last 10. So I'm taking the under. Give me a 1-yard touchdown.
I like what you said yesterday, Clip, about a pass interference in the end zone, set it up at the 1.
Yep.
Christian McCaffrey punching in for a touchdown.
Ugh.
Or not an Ayuk.
I'm going over. I'm going against the odds.
Go against the green.
Yeah, I'm going over as well.
All right, Sean?
I'm going under.
Attaboy. Ride with me. Total touchdowns scored in the game. We've kind of already hit on this with the over talk, so I'm assuming everybody that went over is going over touchdowns here.
Yeah.
We're going to get 6 touchdowns?
Yeah, because I don't know if you... Well, first, I don't think you can trust the San Francisco kicker a ton.
Okay.
And, I mean, Butker is lights out.
He's money.
Yeah. But
I drafted him.
You know, if we think this is a high-scoring game... You know, I think there's 6 or 7 touchdowns in this game.
If anybody knows Butker, it's Tony, who named his fantasy team I Like Butker, and you've had him on your team every year, right?
Yeah, I don't think I can keep him anymore now.
He was a keeper on Tony's team. So you're going over, Joey?
Over.
And Sean?
I'll go under.
Under. All right. You get 2 points there, Chani. Largest lead of the game, over under 14.5.
This is tough. It's big.
So there's this one and there's another one that I always look at the Super Bowl. It's will there be 3 consecutive scores? And the minus money is always for yes. And it seems to always hit. Now those could be like field goals. They could be anything.
Oh, okay. You mean from one team?
Yeah. That's just surprising to me.
I don't think that's happening here. I'm going to say under.
So you're going to go tight game throughout?
Or it may look a 10-point game is not that.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll stick at 14, so I'll go under.
Okay.
Ooh, good, smart man there. That's some sharp. That's a sharp money right there.
We get a lot of boring Super Bowls. Last year was good though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the wire. Sean, over under 14.5, largest lead.
I'm going to go under. I don't see it exceeding 10 points.
Sorry to be boring. I'm going to go under.
And if it is over, it would be the San Francisco 49ers, I think, getting out ahead. And
just like the last Super Bowl they faced each other.
And like Joey's saying, it's like, sorry.
There's
Kermit the Frog.
There's 7 minutes left, and we're going to score 28 points.
Purdy passing yards, over under 247.5.
Under.
Oh, Tony, quick with the under.
A lot of pressure on him right now.
This is the game where part of the debate is settled. Is he a system guy or is he a game changer?
I think he is a good player, dude. He has answered in some big moments late in games. Now, I mean, I think if you want to get into what a game changer truly is I think those are rare. I think we throw those around kind of like generational talent too much, too easily.
I'm with Cam. Purdy's a manager.
I don't know.
But I think 90%, well, I don't know. I'm just making up a statistic. I don't know how many, what is Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Those are all game changers.
Yeah.
So in baseball.
But how many more other than those 3 guys are in the league? Oh, Lamar, maybe. Lamar. But he hasn't really.
Did you say Josh Allen?
Yeah, but you haven't. He hasn't had a ton of success in the playoffs.
I'm going to call C.J. Stroud a game changer
I was just
because
about
the
to say
Texans
that.
stunk without him.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if you can do that, if it's like a fair conversation to have. Like, let's put Purdy on the worst team, Carolina.
Yeah.
How many more games do they win this year?
No more.
How about Mahomes? Do they win
more?
Okay. I think that you can look at it that way. Put Bryce Young on the 49ers this year. Do they make the playoffs? I say yes.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, but good teams make the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, that's
Right?
kind of the point. Purdy.
And that's all Cam's point.
That's
is
kind
that
of the
there's
point.
A bunch of players that are a lot better than Purdy that are doing more for the team than I would say Purdy is doing.
I just think there's been some really important quarterbacks in the history of football that still fall into the game manager role. And we're in a special era, too, where you see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen have 20 seconds left and go down the field. That's
Twice.
not, that's not normal, dude.
Yeah.
And I think there's Hall of Fame quarterbacks out there who have theoretically can fall into that category.
Purdy over under 247.5. Tony goes under.
I want to just one more comment on the Purdy thing is like, just because you're not a game changer doesn't mean you're not a really good player. And I think of Masin Muhammad as in this category. Is like, I don't even call him a game changer, but I would say he was a very good wide receiver.
Yeah. And that's
he's
why
not Randy
he's
Moss,
kind
he's
of
not Tyreek.
Career
2.
1.5, 2. Yeah. Basically. Joey, over under. You're going under. Because you slander the man.
No, I'll slander the man, but I think the people around him really is going to get his stats up. So I'm going to go
They have
over.
a yak.
You're going over. All right. Yeah, I mean, if we're going over and saying there's all these touchdowns, there's got to be some yards involved. I think they're going to run the football a lot. 247. You know what? I'm going to go under. I'm going to say he's in the 230s.
Attaboy.
Mahomes passing yards over under 260.5.
Over.
Over.
I mean, he has 300 a game. It doesn't matter when it is.
Does he?
Under.
Except for like that Denver game. Other than that,
I'm going under.
Wow.
I think Pacheco has a really big game for the Chiefs this time.
I love how he runs.
Pacheco.
All right, Mahomes. So Joey's going under.
I feel like I'm going to pick under in some of these guys, and then I'm calling for all these points. The next one is scary to me.
Hold on. I'm going to go Mahomes. Let's take a break, Shirley, and we'll have some more props coming up. Mahomes passing yards 260. He'll get to 270. Give me over. All right, we'll take a break, come back. We'll talk more Super Bowl 58 when we return. Are you good to hang out one more segment, Joe? Yeah. All right, cool. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Swinging a ball hit hard into right field. This one's deep. It is a home run.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Ryan McChrystal. And on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new shirt today at Shimmer and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates.
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway at Bells Fork. Pirates supporting pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cuccinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sub Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cuccinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cuccinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
It's back, the 3rd annual St. Patrick's Day 5K and Pub Crawl, presented by the Rotary Club of Washington, North Carolina. It's coming up on Saturday, March 16th at 4 p.m. The pub crawl will feature beers and specials from local breweries and restaurants. Proceeds go to the Beaufort County Public Schools Literacy Fund and local charities. Come run and crawl in downtown Washington. Thank you 1906 and Elite Trucking and all the sponsors for this event. Sign up now at runtheast.com.
The Holton Ahlers Show.
ECU legend, Coach Ruffin McNeil. Obviously, you're a Pirate at heart. You like you said, you've had some great memories here and then coaching elsewhere. What is your favorite ECU memory of all time?
That first game as a starter in 77 has to be a part. Winning the first game at home in Dowdy Ficklin, it was the first game as a head coach. When you have gone as a student there and graduated, and now you have played there, and now you coach there, you care about everything 3 times as much and more.
The Holton Ahlers Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, and available on the Pirate Radio TV YouTube channel.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency from maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk. Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. And when you are on the way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard and pick up one of the brand new custom t-shirts from the ECU baseball players. There are new custom shirts from Parker Bird, Jacob Jenkins Cowart, Dixon Williams, Ryan McChrystal, Wyatt Lunsford Shankman, and Danny Beal. The t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. If you live out of town, no problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get one or all of the new shirts today at Shimmer and look sharp in the jungle this baseball season. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Kenny says Brock Purdy is an injury away from playing in back-to-back Super Bowls, potentially, if he didn't get hurt last year. Really, you just dig your heels in on what side of the argument you're on.
I think
because
really
if you're on
player.
the Purdy's really good, you say that's awesome. If you're on the, well, yeah, of course he is, because he's on the Niners and all their entire team is good.
I don't know if it would be fair to say if you just put any other quarterback, they would be in the Super Bowl, though, because he has played well.
Well, he's also made some plays where he's broke tackles and
he looked great with running the ball last week.
Creating time for himself in the pocket.
For me, the real key to the argument is whether you believe do you just have a problem admitting that Purdy has exceeded expectations, or are you just hung up on the idea that he's Mr. Irrelevant?
What was his expectations?
He was
Should not be on a roster?
Well, according to Matt Rule, he was trying to select him. Matt Rule is such a...
I'm tired of hearing his mouth, his
I know.
name.
I never heard that.
Such an idiot.
Apparently he said that he put, why is Purdy's name on the board? And it got vetoed out by the entire draft room.
And then there was a video that came out. They said, well, who do you like here? And he said, if I had to trade for anybody, I would go with Corral.
Matt Corral, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Such an ego.
God, I hate that dude.
He's such an egomaniac.
I hope Raiola doesn't work out for him.
He's an egomaniac because all you have to say here is this, is because he went on to say, look, we played him in, what, I guess, did he go to Iowa or Iowa State?
Iowa State.
He said, we played him there. I saw how good he was. You know, I could see how he could have success in the NFL. But instead, he makes it about him. You know, it's like, oh, well.
Go and lie.
Anyway.
I like Purdy.
That's why we call him.
I just wanted to go.
That's why we call him Matt Fool.
Christian McCaffrey, over, under 89.5.
Over.
In the playoffs, he's done it in both games, 90 and 98. In games that mattered, that Washington game didn't matter, and that was a blowout. He only had 64. The 3 games before that, 103, 115, 145, 93 before that, 114 before that. Give me the over.
Over.
Now,
I'm going under.
They are playing against the Chiefs,
which has a great running defense.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to go over 100 yards, 120 yards. I think it's going to be like 65 yards rushing and like maybe 70 receiving.
That's what I'm saying. I think you'll have like 150 all-purpose.
Yeah.
You could see check downs and Shanahan going really safe with passes to McCaffrey.
The next prop is about the same question.
I'm going over on Pacheco.
Pacheco's going over.
Is that your prop of the day, Joey?
No.
What is your prop of the day?
I'll let you know later.
Thank you. Tony, Pacheco.
I think I'm going to go over after I watched the San Francisco 49ers defense last week.
We saw Aaron
Green
Jones
Bay.
get to him, and what was it, Gibbs?
Yeah.
Or who? Yeah.
And Montgomery.
Yeah.
I hate to go off topic here, but why did Nevada steal?
Pete Gillen in the house.
They stole State's logo.
Yeah, there is a controversy there. I don't know who had it first. I'm assuming NC State.
Wow.
Of course you would say that, being a big NC State fan. John, over, under, Pacheco?
I'm going to go, give me over.
All right. Debo, receiving yards, over, under 57.5. What did I go for Purdy? I went under, so give me under for Debo. But I do think he will impact the game on some end arounds and some other stuff.
So I took the over on the longest touchdown of the game. I really think that's going to come from a Debo Samuels catch and yak. So I'm going to go over on receiving yards for him.
Yep, over for Debo.
All right.
I'll go over.
All right.
Reluctantly, because I feel like Ayuk could have a big game here.
Ayuk.
Who's the Kittle?
George Kittle.
Yeah, who's been missing in action in the last, week or two?
He hit a first touchdown score for me this postseason, which was awesome.
Awesome.
Well, Travis Kelce scored a touchdown. I just made this a yes or no because it's pretty much even money. I'm saying yes, too.
And I would even say it's the first touchdown of the game.
Joey?
Yeah, he scored a touchdown.
All right. Will the MVP of the game be a quarterback?
Nope.
Yes or no?
No.
Check yes or no.
Check yes or no. And I say no because it's going to be Christian McCaffrey.
Should I hedge my bet here, Clip? Because I picked the Chiefs to win, which if the Chiefs win,
you think
it will be
Mahomes?
It will be, Mahomes. But if the 49ers win, I think it's going to be McCaffrey or Joey Bosa.
When was the last time an MVP won the Super Bowl but they lost?
Won the Super Bowl, but they lost?
No.
What does that mean?
When was the last time a player won MVP in the Super Bowl but they lost?
I don't understand. Can you do that?
They're saying lost the game, right?
They lost the game.
You just asked that question terribly.
I don't think that's possible.
I misspoke, which I do quite often.
It's happened one time.
Really?
It was a long time ago. It was the Cowboys. Where's Brian Bailey when you need him?
Or Kenny Curlin.
Chuck Howley.
I was going to say Coney Ely.
Chuck Howley, Cowboys in Super Bowl V. And
count.
The Baltimore Colts beat the Cowboys. That's the last time it happened. It'll never happen again.
No.
Because if it would have happened again, they'd have given it to Coney Ely.
So when was the time?
Didn't he have the big game?
He had 3 sacks.
He had the same exact game that Von Miller had.
Right. Yeah.
And Von Miller won that MVP. Was he the last non-quarterback to win MVP?
No. That happened
maybe
2
the
years
last
ago.
non-offensive player.
Okay.
2 years ago, Cooper Kupp.
Nice.
53, Edelman. Von Miller. Random guy, Malcolm Smith.
Oh, yeah.
You've also got...
That's just for a single play.
Santonio Holmes, who had one of the greatest catches in Super Bowl history. Hines Ward, Deion Branch, Dexter Jackson, Ray Lewis have all done it since 2000. But usually it is the quarterback.
Who's Dexter
Jackson?
I
wanted to ask you about this clip.
Safety.
Did we talk about this maybe at Sports Trivia one night? The last MVP, we went over the MVPs, NFL MVPs that were not quarterbacks, right? And you got AP, I think is the last one. There was a couple of years where there was a couple of running backs that did it. But their 1 year, 1981, I believe it was.
Held to the Redskins.
A kicker?
Yeah.
How? Can you explain this?
No, I can't because I don't. 1982.
Was it a lockout that year or something?
Believe it might have been. Yeah. I don't think he was even.
Old Mark Mosley.
It just said place kicker. So what does that mean?
For anybody that was alive then, how did Mark Mosley win the MVP? He in the Super Bowl, he made.
I think Lawrence Taylor the only defensive. Who was the last? I think Lawrence Taylor won it 1 year, but other than that,
1986.
But then other than that, it's been running backs, quarterbacks, and I don't even know if a wide receiver has.
Jerry Rice did it because he did everything. Okay. But since then, has there been another receiver? I don't believe so. Yeah, like even that year Randy Moss went off, Tom Brady was throwing him the ball, so he got the MVP. So
that's wild that you have a kicker from the Redskins, and you have LT a few years later, and then it just goes. Here's where football's going.
A non-quarterback has not won since, like you said, 2012 when Adrian Peterson returned from injury and ran for 2,000 yards.
Yeah. Sean Alexander got it 1 year?
Alexander, Tomlinson the year after that, and I guess your boy Marshall Faulk in 2000.
Wasn't there co-MVPs 1 year?
Barry Sanders, Manning and McNair were MVPs. Favre and Sanders were MVPs. Thurman Thomas has one as well.
Thurman.
All right, will the MVP be a quarterback, Tony?
I'm going with my gut and saying yes.
I'm going to say yes, and Joey?
No.
All right, who wins it?
Kelsey?
No. I think if the Chiefs win...
Kadarius Toney?
That's the game plan right there. No, I'm kidding.
Chris Jones?
Good. No, I think it'll end up being Pacheco. I'm all chips on Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Wow.
So if you are all in on Pacheco,
they are bugging your telephone right as we speak. The FBI.
Yeah. And watch what's gonna happen. I won't be here next week. There's gonna be a reason.
Commie.
But my prop bet of the entire Super Bowl, little fun into it. As we know, Reba McEntire is singing the national
where is
anthem.
this one up here? Where are all the fun ones, Clip?
And it's not the under/over for the time. It's for it's a plus 500 bet.
Cleavage or no cleavage?
Oh, we had that one.
The color of the boots that she'll wear.
Oh, white. Oh,
and I've got them as white.
Or she's got to wear them as red.
No,
both teams are red.
So I have some nice white boots.
White boots.
Should be naked.
Plus 500.
What?
Lock it. You wish you was naked.
Naked plus 50,000. I'm hammering.
White boots. Sorry, Joey. Good luck, man. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. Gatorade color, also purple.
Purple Gator. That's a big plus number, right?
Got to be.
Yeah.
But Shanahan, he needs
it's red Gatorade. Red.
Tony, y'all doing any kind of podcasting this weekend?
Just Friday Free For All.
All right. Watch that on YouTube and where you get your podcast. Thanks for hanging out, Tony.
Yeah, man. Great.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.
See you, boys.
Talk to you next week. Joey, good to see you. We'll take a break, come back. We'll run over, when Tony leaves, we'll do the fun props. We'll run over some fun ones with Morgan Ahlers when we return. Pirate Radio Live. And Free Beer Friday. We got our 18-pack of Bud Light, a couple of hats,
new blue,
and a new blue calendar, all for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
And the sun begins to fade. There's still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas. Our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
We filled the trucks so you'll save big bucks during the Lazy Boy truckload sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Look for the Lazy Boy truck in our parking lot. It's filled with Lazy Boy furniture at huge savings. Take advantage of big rig discounts of up to 50% off Lazy Boy recliners and motion sofas, Lazy Boy stationary furniture, leather, sectionals, and chairs. But quantities are limited. There's no reorders, no rain checks. So roll in before these savings roll out during the Lazy Boy truckload sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates. Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by Arc Point Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call Arc Point Labs today at 514-8049.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork, in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street, and on Greenville Boulevard in the old Pizza Inn location. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Hi, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Free Beer Friday. I have an 18-pack of Bud Light on the line, along with some other goodies coming up at the end of this segment. And joining us for this segment is the father of the host of the Holton Ahlers Show. He is the host of the High School Huddle. He's the voice of Minges Coliseum and Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. He is DJ Captain Morgan. He is Morgan Ahlers joining us on the program. Hello, Morgan.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Nothing much. Getting ready for Super Bowl 58. As far as the game itself, Morgan, how do you like the matchup? Are you excited about it at all? Is it ho-hum? What do you think?
I think throughout the year, with the exception maybe of the first 3 or 4 or 5 games, that you probably got 2 of the better teams in the league, maybe 2 of the top 4. So I think it should be an exciting game. And, all year long people have been talking about San Francisco being the deepest team in the league, and I think they've proven that. And then Kansas City, with the superstars that they have, and have really played well the last 4 or 5 weeks, and it should be an exciting game.
The Niners have a lot of players I like. I also like their head coach. I'm a Kyle Shanahan fan. I like Debo. I like Kittle a lot. He's a big wrestling guy. He's fun. Of course, Christian McCaffrey's great. So they're a pretty likable, good team. I have Chiefs fatigue, I'm not going to lie. But I don't hate Mahomes. I don't really hate Kelsey. I like Andy Reid. So I don't really. I guess if I do want to see the Niners win, Morgan, I am picking the Chiefs to win. But do you have a rooting interest in the game? And if so or if not, who do you think will win this game?
No, I don't. I hope it's a good game. I enjoy, it's last NFL game until September. So, you kind of want it to be a good one. I kind of like San Francisco, and people have been talking about Brock Purdy and what he's done, what he hasn't been able to do. But he was the difference maker in the game against Detroit last week with the ability when things broke down, especially in the second half, he was able to scramble and make some big plays. And Mahomes does that, quite a bit. But you've got to account for Brock Purdy, and if the quarterback, I heard yesterday Coach Hudd talking about the quarterback scrambles. Whoever running quarterbacks usually win the game, and I think that could be the difference tomorrow. Is if Brock Purdy has 2 long runs, that could be the difference in some first downs and not having first downs for San Francisco, and that opens things up. And people talk again about being that system guy, but what he does extremely well. He throws the short and intermediate passes and is able to read the defenses pretty well, and that's what's made San Francisco, very successful this season, is hitting those little 5-10 yard quick hits. And you get into a tempo game like that, it's really tough on the defense.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you said. I think you can substitute the words Chiefs and Mahomes in there for the scramble stuff. Patrick Mahomes is deadly on those 3rd and 11s when he gets 12 yards, and it's so frustrating for the defense. But I think he's going to make some plays with his legs, and I got the Chiefs winning. I'm like you, though, Morgan. I just want to see a fun game coming up on a Sunday. We went over some in-game props. We'll do some fun ones with Morgan and things like. First of all, Morgan, what do you get involved in squares or props? How do you enjoy your Super Bowl viewing?
I used to do the squares and haven't been in it the last couple of years, so I don't really do the betting thing very much. I keep an eye on it just to see, hey, national anthem was supposed to be 2 minutes and 1 second, and it was a minute and 58 seconds. Things like that. But you and I talk about them. Have talked about them for years.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to follow them and see what they are and how they end up. But,
well, this year, Morgan, and I saw this when it first came out, when they announced Reba McEntire would be singing. I read that this was the shortest amount of time for a prop in, I don't know about ever, but in years and years, 90 seconds. 90 and a half seconds, I guess you'll see it. Reba McEntire, I've seen a lot of people going under. They think she's just going to get right down to business, sing the anthem, get out of there, Morgan. So 90 seconds. What do you think about Reba?
Over.
Okay.
I think it'll probably go at 40, maybe a minute 45.
All right. And it looks like the number is actually trending up, so you might be on the right side of that one, Morgan, with Reba.
90 seconds for the national anthem is really long, especially when you have a country singer like her that can really, hold some notes. But she sung the national anthem before at different places too. I mean, you can go online and see Reba singing the national anthem and time it and figure out how long it's going to take. But, personally, I think she's going to have money on that, and her friends are, so she wants to take the over.
Well, if you know her friends, get up with them, because here's another one. This was Joey's prop of the day. Reba McEntire to wear white boots. He's getting some great odds here at plus 500. Black is plus 200. Brown is plus 325, red 350, white 500, blue 1,000, yellow 1,400. So you're getting a pretty good value in white here, Morgan. But what color boots do you think Reba will wear?
I don't think it'll be red, because that's for both teams. I don't know. I'm thinking, what's the black? What is
black is plus 200. That's the favorite.
I think black.
All right. I might ride with Joey here just for that those long odds. I kind of like that. Morgan, are you a heads or tails guy? You got to bet on the coin toss. Which way are you going?
Tails never fails.
All right, tails never fails. It is. The Super Bowl coin toss has landed on tails 30 times, heads 27 times. So tails does have the edge in that regard. Are you what color Gatorade are we going to get at the end of the game, Morgan?
I am thinking it's going to be the lime green.
Ooh, okay. Joey went purple. I like a classic orange. I think I'm going to go orange, and I don't know the odds on that, but I'm going to go orange there. Jeff Nadeau brought up one yesterday. Will Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce be shown kissing during the broadcast at some point? Now, he went no for two reasons. One, if the 49ers win, it's pretty likely you're not going to see Kelce and Swift kissing. And even if the Chiefs do win, there's a chance they hug and don't kiss. There's a chance they kiss and the cameras miss it. So he's going no here. How about that one, Morgan?
If they win, it's yes with tongue.
Okay.
So
they could get some bonus for that or something.
Oh, yeah. She's got a new album coming out. She needs all the publicity she can get. She's very low-key anyway and doesn't, like publicity. So,
and I've seen some, how many mentions. I think it was, over, under 3.5 Kelce brothers being mentioned. There was one about will Jason Kelce be wearing a shirt, over, under half a shirt during the Super Bowl. I think he's going to keep his shirt on for this. How about you, Morgan?
Yeah, you're indoors. There's no need to take your shirt off. You don't have anything to prove your manhood when it's 12 degrees outside. You can walk around with your shirt off, Jason Kelce. Nobody's going to say anything to you. Hop out of a window. You're okay. I think he'll have his shirt on, and I think probably, what did you say, 3.5?
I think it was 3.5 Kelce brothers mentioned during the Super Bowl.
Probably. During the course of from the game time, yeah, probably. I'm going to take the under.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you're definitely going to go to it, and Nance will give and there's Jason, his brother, up in the box with Mama Kelce and all that. So you're going to get some of those. Let's see. Any other fun have you seen any this week you like, Morgan, or thought were weird?
I'm going to be real honest with you, Clip. I've been rolling this week and actually setting up for a sweetheart dance at Chicago right now.
Sweet.
Really haven't had a chance to look at it. Knowing you and I would talk about it, I was going to go into it blind and let you blindside me with some interesting facts and figures.
Well, how about
You are an interesting fact and figure.
That I am. Did you say fat or fact?
Yes.
Thank you. How do you think this game's going to go, Morgan? Over under the game is 47.5. You thinking lower or higher?
I think it might go 47.5. I'm thinking maybe 52.
Okay, I'm going over as well.
I think it's going to be probably less than a touchdown. I think this game maybe could go down to the last drive or two.
So if I say largest lead of the game, 14.5 for either team, you're taking the under there? Is it going to be tight throughout?
I think it's going to be tight.
Okay. What kind of game will McCaffrey have? Over under 89.5 rushing yards.
Over.
I agree.
If you're listening to me and you're basing your bets on what I say, you really need to get a life, because I'm horrible at these things, by the way.
Correct. So am I.
So
maybe we should just go all opposite picks so one of us can be right. We can at least, somebody will be a winner here.
But we won't, because the ones that you think you got and that I get, will, it'll flip, and then we'll still owe the VIG, so it doesn't matter.
It just never works out. Yeah. Have you ever been to a Super Bowl, Morgan?
Never have.
Yeah.
Never have. It's one that'd be maybe a bucket list, but from the prices I saw for tickets, not going to happen.
Not gonna do it.
What is it? The remaining tickets that they have there, $6,500 is the cheapest one on StubHub, and I saw this morning it was almost $55,000 for some of the more expensive tickets.
Wow. Morgan, I'm going to say, just from your karaoke stuff, an Usher song or two. I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So is that the first song, Morgan? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you, L.A. Knight or Usher or Little John?
My God.
What is that?
OMG, baby.
OMG? Is that I didn't even know that was a song.
Mm-hmm.
Now Chandler's in there singing it. All right. Morgan, have you ever been to a UFL game?
Not yet.
We talked to Isaiah Winstead earlier this week.
Nobody has been to a UFL game.
That is true. How about Holden Ahlers, lead recruiter? He has recruited Isaiah Winstead to both East Carolina and to Arlington. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty cool when all that came down, and I'm excited for both of them to get the opportunity to go out there and show what they can do, so we'll see what happens.
And Holden doing awesome work on the Holden Ahlers podcast. Awesome takeover on Wednesday's edition of Pirate Radio Live as well. They had callers the entire hour, and people are really enjoying that. And Morgan, I know you are as well.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith even, with Holden Haler. So
we're talking to Morgan and Ahlers today here on the program. I guess that was a good shout out. Now we got to get Stephen A. on the Holden Ahlers show. That would be the topper there.
The better one to get is actually Frank Caliendo doing Stephen A.
That would be pretty good too. All right, Morgan. Well, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy your weekend, man. And we appreciate you joining us today. Pirate Hoops looking for a road win on Saturday. Maybe this week off will be good for them, Morgan. Their first kind of rest during the conference season. So hopefully we see an inspired performance tomorrow.
I hope so. I think they will, and hopefully it'll be one, as Jeff Charles used to say, that they can paint this one purple.
Yes, sir. Morgan, thanks for joining us, bud.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. There is Morgan Ahlers joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Let's make you a winner on this Free Beer Friday. We got an 18-pack of Bud Light Cons. We've got a sweet ECU Bud Light hat. We've got a purple, gold, and black New Blue hat of the snapback variety, and a New Blue calendar. With how much in savings in there, Chandler?
Over $1,000.
Over $1,000 in savings with that New Blue calendar. It can all be yours. If you are lucky caller 12, must be 21 or older to win. 317-1250. We'll give it away right now, and have your winner and more when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Home runs and high fives always go better with a Bud Light. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, the jungle, or the couch, be sure to pick up and order some Bud Light and enjoy the ball game. Bud Light is always easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And remember, Pirate Nation, stay in the game and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Here with Christy Conway today from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
That's right. We also provide property management services for rental properties. We have found that rental property owners have difficulty managing their rental properties effectively. We can provide full-service property management to those owners to include advertising their homes for rent, tenant screening, rent collections, and maintenance coordination. If you have real estate or property management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. They are open 7 days a week with live music every night with the best lineup of bands on the weekends, and ladies get in free. Sunday Fundy is a big one coming up this Sunday. They rolls with free pizza, and they have cornhole tournaments starting at 3 o'clock. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for the latest on the music lineups, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Man, that Farmville came out in you. Sunday Fundy.
Yeah. I was thinking ahead because I was kind of going off script, and anybody who knows me knows that I read faster than I talk. So my brain was already 3 sentences ahead, and I was like, and as soon as I said it, I was like, that didn't sound right.
Sunday Fundy.
Sean, you got your sheet here?
I do.
All right, I got DB's picks.
All right. I don't have a pen.
So I do. Just read them out, and I will go down each one.
Niners, Chiefs.
Danny's taking the Chiefs.
Okay. The over-under at 47.5.
Danny's going under.
Longest touchdown of the game, over-under 37.5.
DB is going over.
Shortest touchdown of the game, over-under 1.5 yards.
DB's going over.
Total touchdowns scored in the game, 5.5.
DB's going under.
Largest lead of the game, 14.5.
DB's going under.
Purdy passing yards, 247.5.
DB's going over.
Mahomes, 260.5.
DB's going over.
McCaffrey rushing yards over under 89.5.
DB's going over.
Pacheco at 68.5. Okay.
DB's going over.
I guess he's not wanting to take that one. Debo receiving yards 57.5.
I feel like I missed something here. Where are we at, Debo?
Yep.
He went over for all of them.
Travis Kelce touchdown, yes or no?
He says yes.
And will the MVP be a quarterback?
He says yes.
By the way, did he just send those in?
Yes.
Congratulations to Danny Beal. I just saw a video on X from Josh Thomas. He struck out Shaq, Joey Greeny, looking to end the scrimmage today.
He gets right off the field.
He's like, all right, guys. They're like trying to congratulate him. Hey, attaboy DB. He's like, hey, get out of my way. I got to go make my picks.
From what I gather, some pretty good pitching today from the Parts.
For the Parts from East Carolina.
So offense showed up last week. Maybe, and this was, I guess, Root and Savage pitching. So you want your best to look good, and looks like they did today. All right, let's head on out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Mark Greeny. There's a lot of golf going on, and we'll talk about that and more with Greeny, who joins us here on the Pirate Radio Live line. Greeny, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Doing good. And we watched some golf here on Thursday inside the Pirate Radio studios because ECU's own Harold Varner III was tied for the top at the top of the leaderboard on the Live Tour, playing in Vegas. And as we record this, Green, it looks like he's one shot back of the leaders. Bryson DeChambeau, one of the co-leaders right now, out in Vegas. And watched it live on YouTube. I believe that was the first live golf I've ever watched live. And again, that was just because Harold was up there at the top, Greeny. But are you paying attention to this tournament at all?
Yeah, still I don't pay that much attention to live. I do know that at one point Harold was last. He was 45th last week. So good to see a little turnaround on his part. This is still going to be the story. These guys, we had Joaquin Neiman shoot 59 last week on the Live Tour, and then make the comment, but I'm not in the major championships. Well, and now it's surfacing that, the Live League promised these guys that they were going to get world ranking points, and they haven't delivered on that. So, I don't know. Do you look at that as a breach of contract? If you want to head back to the PGA Tour, do you say, well, you breached contract because you didn't get me world ranking points, and it gives them an out, and then they have to pray for forgiveness to come back in the PGA Tour, which that's yet to be determined because nobody's flocking their way back. So, man, there's still a lot up in the air, whether it's the deal that's forthcoming, we think still at some point, but it's going to be interesting to see how this continues to play out. And as more guys win on Live that aren't eligible for major championships, and some of those guys are going to start expiring their major championship, exemptions, and their world rankings are going to continue to drop, and they won't be in anything anymore. So, both sides really need a deal to get done for different reasons.
Waste Management Open going on, Greeny, and this is something for golf fans to celebrate, especially if you are there and having a party out in Arizona. But I don't know, just looking at the leaderboard, how is the PGA and how do you, somebody who follows golf and enjoys watching these week to week, how do you feel about the fields that the PGA can put out now compared to all the giant names in the Live Tour?
Well, this week you still got the big boys out there playing. You got the Cam Youngs, you got Jordan Spieth, you got Scotty Scheffler. It's a little bit weird right now just because they got delayed yesterday. They had to shut it down because of the bad weather that they were having. So you have guys that are just finishing up round number 1 right now, and guys that are going to be teeing off this afternoon for round number 2. For instance, your leader, when we're talking, Nick Taylor, shot a 60, 11 under par 60, just finished his first round, and he's going to be teeing off in a little bit for his second round. So it's one of those weird weather things. And, they're going to be delayed today, maybe even into tomorrow, and hopefully they can get things squared away for Sunday so that everybody can get home and watch a little big game action. But still a good leaderboard. Waste Management always seems to have great finishes just because you have a reachable par 5 at 15. You have all the theatrics that go on at 16. You have a drivable par 4 at 17. You have a risky tee shot at 18 that if you don't hit the fairway, you either hit it left in the water or you hit it right in the bunkers, and bogey's definitely coming into play. So it seems like we've had a lot of drama in this tournament. We've had a lot of big names looking to win this tournament, and it's been one of the great events.
And Greeny, another golf headline I saw this week. What was it, a 57 on the scorecard? Who was that golfer? It was on the Korn Ferry Tour, I believe.
Yeah, on the Korn Ferry Tour, really, and I think it ties. There's been a 57 somewhere over in Europe at some point, so it ties for the lowest professional in a golf tournament round ever shot.
Wow!
And it's from a relatively unknown, so that's what we kind of look at, is that a lot of times some of these things happen for somebody that we don't know. So Cristobal del Solar, I've never heard of him before. Don't know a whole lot about him. But yeah, I mean, anytime you shoot 27 on a 9 and then you followed it up shooting 30 on the back 9, now par 70, so a little bit different, only getting to 13 under, which if you look at a par 72, that's, shooting 59. So relative to par, kind of right in touch with everybody else that seems to be doing that. So yeah, but I mean, we always say on our show, man, anybody that wants to go out to 100 yards, drop a golf ball from 100 yards on all 18 holes, and I guarantee you're not shooting 59, 58, 57, right? I mean, you're going to be lucky to break par.
Yeah. Greeny, in all your days on the course, whether it be there as a Clemson Tiger, collegiate golf, whether it be playing with your buddies or a charity tournament, what is your lowest score all time? Do you have that on record?
My lowest score is a 65.
Wow.
And it was I made 9 birdies and 9 par. Well, I should say I made 9 birdies. I made I think 2 bogeys and the rest pars. So, and then the most birdies I've ever made in a row is 6 in a row, and that was actually in a match play event. Man,
that's a lot of folks listening, hoping to get that one day, get that this weekend, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Greeny, all right, on to football. Who you got on Sunday? Chiefs, Niners.
I'm going with Vegas because apparently Vegas has San Francisco as a 1.5 point favorite, right?
Yeah, I even saw that moved up to 2 today. So
yeah, I mean, it's interesting when they played a few years ago. I mean, San Francisco had Kansas City buried, right? And then they had about a 5-minute stretch where I think Kansas City scored like 3 touchdowns or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I think this is a different animal. I think that for me, Kansas City's kind of been living on borrowed time. They've kind of survived their playoff games. I know maybe that San Francisco kind of did as well, but they had a lot of injury problems. I think San Francisco being much more healthy, I think a healthy Deebo Samuel is going to give them that added weapon. I just think Brock Purdy is going to be the one that's going to win this football game. I mean, I think he's more, I equate him more to Tom Brady than anybody else in the league. His throws are on time. He throws it on target, and the pressure doesn't necessarily ruffle him enough. He's throw it away. He'll take a sack. He won't make the mistakes. And I think that's the key to beating Kansas City is don't hand Kansas City short fields. Don't hand them points. If you do what you're supposed to do, you score points when you need to. Don't take them off the board, Detroit Lions. And I think that's how you beat Kansas City. You make them beat you. And I think that's when Patrick Mahomes makes mistakes.
Mark Greenhill's joining us. Golf Shop Show coming up Saturday. You can hear the Super Bowl on Pirate Radio coming up on Sunday. And Greeny, got to mention your Clemson Tigers winning in Chapel Hill because it's happened, 2 times ever? The Tigers win the other night, knocking off the Tar Heels on Tuesday night. So congratulations on getting that win.
Yeah, I can say that I was there for the first time that they won. So I was there in person when the first time they won in Chapel Hill, and so nice to see. I just hope it's not too little, too late. I've talked about this. Is that they started tremendously. They had a real downer here in the middle, in the beginning of the ACC. They've got 9 games left, and they're not one ranked opponent that they're playing. And I think the 2 hardest games that they're going to play is the next game, which is Syracuse on the road, and then they get Wake Forest on the road for the last game of the season. Every other big game against Miami, against NC State, those games are at home. And for me, 7-2, go no less than 7-2. I think 8-1, and they get in the tournament. 7-2, they might be a bubble team. Anything less than that, they don't deserve to be in.
We shall see. Going to be a fun time down the stretch with hoops, and we'll follow that after one more NFL game this weekend and golf. Greeny will be talking with us every Friday here on Pirate Radio Live. Greeny, enjoy the Super Bowl and the golf this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next Friday.
All right, thanks a lot, Clip. You have a good one, too.
All right, there is Greeny, Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Show coming your way Saturday right here on Pirate Radio. We will take a break. I still haven't got to the college football news, so I'll tell you what, that'll be number 1 with a bullet on our Fleet Feet Rundown, which we'll have coming up next right here on Pirate Radio Live. Check in on the Bugs scoreboard. Also recap the great softball day for the Pirates when we return. More to go, hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Swinging a ball hit hard into right field. This one's deep. It is a home run.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Jacob Jenkins Cowart. And on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new shirt today at Shimmer and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates.
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Cliff Godwin, the head baseball coach at East Carolina University. I've been a Pirate Club member since I graduated in 2001, and you should too. By joining the Pirate Club, you become part of a family that helps our student athletes flourish on and off the field. When you enroll as a member, you're not just getting a membership, you're getting a front row seat to the action. To join, visit ecupirateclub.com or call 252-737-4540 today. Go Pirates.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
And then it was 2 seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find Pirate Water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Before anyone walks into your business,
the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
We're not no punks.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, welcome back into Pirate Radio Live. Get our Fleet Feet rundown. Brought to you by Fleet Feet, Pirate Nation. Make sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes for your feet. You gotta make those feet happy. They do a lot for you.
Those yammers.
From a day-to-day basis.
Gotta make the yammers happy.
Good grief, dude.
Sorry. I apologize.
My goodness.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Go on. Fleet Feet, 207 East Arlington Boulevard, Gordon's Golf Location.
No.
Wait, don't know, not me.
No, don't read it with some enthusiasm.
But you do it.
No, don't.
You want to talk so much?
Don't read it with some enthusiasm. They're a great sponsor of ours.
Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures your arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
You sound like the ESPN guy.
Brought to you by Fleet Feet.
Brought to you by Sports Center. Brought to you by...
Thank you, Fleet Feet. Always something going on. In fact, every Saturday, they have a coffee run. 7:30 a.m., Fleet Feet in Greenville. No need to sign up. Just show up and run. Free coffee after. The best part of waking up is getting you a nice cup of coffee after a brisk run in Greenville, North Carolina. Sounds awesome. Coming up March 13th, they got the St. Patty's Pup Crawl. March 16th, Coop Strong 4-miler. And on April 20th,
20th,
the First Step 5K ruck and 1 mile fun run. So a ruck, is that just like you got a...
It's like a book bag. That's a weighted book bag. And you wear it.
What you got in there? Books?
Rocks? I don't know. It's a weighted book bag. I've done it before.
Got your chemistry book in there? You're a rucker? You're a trucker? You're a midnight clucker?
Yeah.
Good for you. What's on that Fleet Feet rundown today?
It is college football news. Give me that wink and National Day update.
All right, college football news. Hey, you got the dominoes ready. This is an interesting one. So we talked yesterday when HUD was here. There were reports out that Chip Kelly was fed up with UCLA.
He's not fed up with the Big Ten, though.
No, he's not. He is joining the Ohio State. Now, how is there an opening at Ohio State at their offensive coordinator spot? Because Bob left. Bill O'Brien leaves Ohio State as their OC.
He's going to the ACC, baby.
To become the new head football coach at Boston College.
The second O'Brien head coach at Boston College in the last 20 years.
The other, Tom. Mark Alexander was talking earlier today about the Kelly to Ohio State. Like, I feel like we could see some records broken with Kelly and all the weapons
and
they have
talent
there.
That they bring in.
Yeah, I mean, they've got it everywhere on the offensive side until they face Michigan every year.
Can they do it now with Chip Kelly at the helm of the offense?
And Jim Harbaugh gone, I think, more importantly.
Yeah.
They will get it done.
Or will the crier, Sharon Moore, get it done?
So, that's some major news there. And does that mean that it doesn't say a lot about UCLA right now, does it? That he would leave as their head coach. Coach Hud said, just like fans and support, like it's, I guess if you're a head coach, you get frustrated. Although the fans of the team were frustrated with Kelly. So I don't know if they're too upset to see him leave.
So what does UCLA do now? Do they hire within, or do they try to go out and get a guy before spring ball? Because, I mean, the national signing days, both of them have happened.
No, I think they wait, Chandler. I think they just wait till next year.
What I'm saying is, do they just hire from within? Or do they want to go out, branch out, and try to find somebody?
They're going to branch out and start a whole new domino effect. But it is
better get on it.
It's late in the game, definitely, to be hiring a head coach. Although Boston College did it.
Because their head coach went to the NFL.
Correct, to be a coordinator. So we are seeing a lot of shifting around going on in college football and the NFL as well. I saw somebody tweet out that basically this says the head coach at Boston College is a more prestigious position than the head coach at UCLA, if you want to look at it that way. I don't know. I was asking HUD, what is UCLA in this Big Ten? And I think he was answering the question with Chip Kelly there. He said they would be a factor with the way they play. But now, I don't know. Do they just turn into a bottom feeder nobody cares about? Maybe they put all their eggs in the basketball basket? Which they have stunk in hoops this year. What's their
Mick
record
Cronin
now?
not getting it done?
Let me see what their record is. They were having a really bad start to the year. I haven't followed them recently.
Do they still have the guy with the funky hair?
Oh, he had a cool name too, right? Tiger.
Yeah,
Tiger Campbell?
Yep, that's him.
I do not know. All I know is they don't have my favorite guy, Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime.
Who is having a great year, by the way. I was touting his praises. Boy, I'm glad the Hornets didn't take him. It'd been a shame to get a good player on the roster. Brandon Miller is playing good, I guess.
He is good.
The Bruins, they got a little something brewing. They've won 4 in a row. Don't look now. They're 12-11, 7-5 in the league, but have won 4 in a row.
Right where they want to be.
Yeah, down year for the Pac-12 because Arizona's number 8. They have no other ranked teams. And by the way, this is it. Well, we do have a Pac-12 baseball season and softball. But then the Pac-12, as we know it, is dead. That is sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. When anybody brings up the Pac-12, they always say rest in peace because it's dead. Or at least dying because you still have the spring sports.
Yeah.
And then it will officially be dead.
Dead. D-E-D. Dead. All right. All you got to do is just give me that wink.
All you got to do is just to give me that wink.
ECU softball 3-0. And Shirley, the early favorite for newcomer of the year
is
Emma Jackson.
Emma.
I am
sophomore transfer from Virginia Tech.
I'm not sorry, Miss Jackson.
She is for real.
She is for real. Pirates off to a 3-0 start, and they are blistering opponents right now. Outscoring opponents on the year so far, and so far the season's only been going on less than 24 hours. They're already 3-0. They have outscored opponents 32-1.
Yep. I was getting ready to say a combined 1 run in 3 opponents.
Because today they played 2 games and gave up 0.
0.
And last I checked, 0 plus 0 equals
0.
Yeah.
So today they won 8-0 and 13-0.
Mm-hmm. That is correct, sir. So great start by Shane Winkler and the softball Pirates.
And what
Emma Jackson has 3 home runs in 2 games.
Keep it coming.
Come on.
And Joey Fatante.
Hey, look, we got Joey Fatante over here.
Slapping a grand salami in the first game.
Did somebody say salami?
Yes, that's what I said.
What's Joey Fatante like on Earth, Sammy?
Salami.
A
little cold cut. Come on. You know what I'm talking about?
Of the grand variety. You know what Johnny Stats is ready for? He's ready for a 4-win Pirate run that's about to begin tomorrow in San Antonio. All right, Johnny, let's dissect this little 4-game winning streak you're calling for here.
So Johnny is saying that tomorrow we'll start a 4-game win streak?
That is exactly what Johnny said.
Johnny Stats with the confidence.
This is Johnny Prediction. This is a new
Johnny Prediction.
Y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife.
So he says they win at UTSA tomorrow on the U, 4 o'clock. He says they come home Thursday for military appreciation, and we show our appreciation for the troops by beating Wichita State. He says we turn that around and bring
what we have to do is we're going to have to turn and turn some more.
Yeah.
And when we're done turning, we're going to turn again.
Yeah.
And then after we turn 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
All right. Can't wait to turn them all into turns.
He says we're going to beat our favorite coach and favorite play-by-play guy, Ron Hunter and Corey Glore, and knock off Tulane at home for our 3rd straight win.
Oh, no!
And then he says we're going to go on the road and beat Rice.
So we're going to go do something tomorrow that football couldn't do.
Win at UTSA.
And then 3 games down the road, go to Houston and do something that football couldn't do at Rice.
Win at Rice.
If football couldn't do it, can basketball do it? We shall see. Johnny Stats thinks so.
I think so. I think our basketball team is better than our football team.
The stats, of course, is a statistic you can look at.
Thanks, Bailey.
Let's see where these teams are in the standings real quick. You've got UTSA 2-8. They're only 8-15 overall. They're 6-6 at home. Wichita State, we already beat them. Smacked them around. Wire-to-wire win. Easy win. Tulane, bit of a down year. 13-9, 4-6. Not good, Bob. And then Rice is 9-14, 3-7. You need to take advantage of this stretch because after that you got Memphis, North Texas, SMU, Charlotte. Tough end to the regular season for the Pirates.
You cannot lose games in the NFL and still win.
By the way,
Whoops. I thought I needed that NFL to go.
Greg Hudson does look like Trent Dilfer.
Yes.
Confirmed. Trent he got into Reggie Bush and Kim Kardashian's Super Bowl party claiming he was Trent Dilfer. What a move. All right, it is National Cut the Cord Day.
We had to cut the cord in here.
Yes, we did.
We almost had an incident in here.
We did. And the smell finally went away.
Yeah.
I feel like this day happens 100 days out of the year.
On this day.
National Pizza Day.
Pizza!
All right, Sean. I'm making you the best pizza you've ever had in your life.
Okay.
What's on it?
All right, let's go pepperoni, of course. Let's go ham. Let's go bacon. Throw a little banana peppers on there if you don't mind.
Be a bit of a carnivore.
Yeah, if you don't mind, throw a little bit of banana peppers on there.
All right.
Jalapenos.
Excuse me?
Jalapenos.
What?
Jalapenos. I'm going to keep saying it.
All right. Well,
I know why y'all laughing.
Stop.
Stop. Jalapenos.
Thank you.
I don't think you said it correctly.
Jalapenos. That's it.
All right.
Maybe. Nah, that's it.
No cheese. Interesting. Shirley, how about you?
The cheese is already on there.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't even have dough. All I did.
And I want crust.
All I did was
make sure I have crust on there.
I put those things into the oven, and now I'm serving it to you. Enjoy.
You know, I need to get back on keto. That would be great. No bread.
Shirley, what's on your perfect slice?
Since we're having to do this from scratch.
Yeah.
It's going to be hand tossed.
Okay.
With the pizza sauce and cheese, pepperoni, banana peppers, onions. That is
onions!
all. That is all.
Add onions to mine.
Nope, too late.
Hey, can you take that? Can you open up the oven and put?
You better hope Shirley gives you a little bit of dough so you can put all your toppings on something.
Yeah.
Both of y'all go banana peppers. Interesting.
I do like the banana peppers on a pizza.
You know what else I like on my pizza?
What?
Jalapenos.
I like banana peppers on a submarine more than a pizza.
Well, see, I used to put jalapenos on my pizza, but at some point after college, your tolerance for spicy food can change, and for me, I started realizing that the jalapenos were becoming a little too much for me to handle on pizza, so I switched over to banana peppers and haven't regretted that.
Eric does a good job of adding our sponsors into our segment.
Thank you, Eric.
Asking, what is the pizza of the week at Familia? And I am currently looking that up right now.
He said that's his favorite pizza.
And I do not see it.
Pizza of the week, $12 at Familia.
And don't forget their Super Bowl special.
I like some, hey, call me Porky. I like ham and bacon on my slice of pizza. Throw in some, I need a veg. Throw in a green pepper in there.
What about jalapenos?
Oh, sausage. Did I say sausage?
Oh, sausage.
I gotta have sausage.
Sausage.
Thank you, Jake. It is also National Bagel and Lox Day. I've never had such a thing. That is fish, right? Lox? Yeah, I don't know.
Can someone look up the pizza of the week? Now I'm curious, and I cannot find it.
Well, how is somebody else going to find it if you can't?
Call
dummy.
Call Familia.
Yeah, when Joey was here, he had them on speed dial. He just would call while we were doing the commercial or doing the live ad and get the pizza of the week.
It is also National Toothache Day. I don't know why you would celebrate that day.
No.
I guess be aware that toothaches can and will happen.
All right, we need to take a break.
I know. What, are you calling Chandler? You're just not going to find out? You're just going to put it on somebody else? You're just going to pass the buck?
I'll find out.
The buck.
Ooh, I found it.
What do you got?
Pepperoni and jalapenos.
Hey, just go ask for the Chandler.
It really is. 3 days ago, pepperoni and jalapenos.
All right, Chandler.
How about that?
It was meant to be. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap it up on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Okay, guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com PiratedPirates.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by ArcPoint Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call ArcPoint Labs today at 514-8049.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cucinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cucinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cucinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear is your one-stop shop to help promote your business and always provide superior customer service. No matter what apparel you need for your team or customers, University Sportswear can make it happen. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Go Pirates!
This is Dixon Williams from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day on the start. The Dow fell 54 points and finished out the week at 38,671. The NASDAQ was up 196 points at 15,990. And the S&P was up 28 at 5,026. That's your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Sound like Wes over there.
I don't know what I was trying. I was thinking one thing and my mouth says something else.
Thank y'all for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with you Monday. Cliff Godwin will join us on the program, recap the Super Bowl, and get you ready for Pirate baseball season with CG for
Jeff Palumbo on the Brian Bailey Show on Monday at noon as well.
All Facts. For Shirley Rhodes, Chon, I am Clip Rock. Also be on the lookout, social media, for Chon and I's one-on-one basketball game.
It was a doozy.
The entire game will be coming out with our commentary this weekend as well. For the crew, I am Clip Rock. Talk to you Monday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Episode 5, the Holt and Ahlers Show, is about to begin. Got some exciting news in this episode. Also, on the other side of this break, ECU GOAT, Shane Carden. Hope you enjoy the show, but if not, as always,
that's too damn bad! Holt and Ahlers turns, and Holt will take off and run him.